Oh, no, I'll come get them later. Sorry, y'all. I'll just. Chat. My bad. My bad. I cut y'all off earlier. I cut y'all off. Dang, this like always about to die. Always about to die. You know what? Let me just charge it now. Or you know what? Never mind. I'll charge it later. Get my. This light is always about to die. This light be pissing me off sometime. I ain't even gonna lie. Which light look better? Do that light look better? When I was on live the other day, and we eating a black. How's your New Year? It was great. I went out. I wish you know what? YouTube needs to upload stories because I just be having, sometimes I don't be wanting to make content. I make like regular, regular normal people videos. Oh, like the countdown, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year's. And then, it's like a glimpse. Nothing to make a video about. But you can't post that on YouTube. You can't post that on YouTube. So it's like y'all, my YouTube following is just stuck waiting for me to make a, like a featured production. But um I am very much black. Black. So I'm going to have a black dinner, a black New Year's Day dinner. What's a black Detroit? It's a Detroit black. Because I feel like in Chicago, would have had, we wouldn't have had the corned beef. We probably would have had, I don't know. Let me shut the fuck up. What the fuck do people have? I know you had cabbage. I got the black eyed peas. But yes, we wouldn't have had that. We would have had something different. And I'm doing a vlog. So, of everything I ate today. So I need to record a little bit. Happy New Year. Why you let him do me like that? What he do me like? And who is he? Who is he? Too late to be eating. It is, but I took a nap at 8 o'clock and woke up at 10 o'clock. So let's be real. I'm about to be up for like at least the next 5 hours. I stopped eating at 7 p.m. What the fuck that got to do with me? I'm just fucking with you. But for real, what does that have to do with me? We as a people, we should have left in 2025 is inserting ourselves into other people's lives. Like you could have left it at too late to be eating. That's it. I never caught you on live. I don't be on live that much on YouTube. In 2026, I'm trying to do better, baby. You could do better. I could eat this plate too. I could eat this plate. I could eat this motherfucking plate too. Stop being ghetto. No. I would love to come to Vegas. I know, because it's gonna go down my throat. It's gonna go down my throat, of course. Oh yeah, I was watching like the recap of that. Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me? Am I the only one? Because clearly I'm not. Like, what is the appeal of New York? What is the appeal? Yes, ma'am. They called them ghetto in this chat. I forgot. You know, YouTube, you can be racist. So black equals ghetto. They told me, why is you eating that on New Year's Day? But is she eating Thanksgiving? No, this is a typical black. This is a typical black meal to eat on New Year's Day. It's okay. Y'all see, y'all just never had a black people. If you know what's so funny, you know why I don't like. You know why I'm not. Your people like, oh my gosh, you so real. You so real. You know what I think y'all get that from, and I'm not mad at it all because this is what I call it. I'm an unapologetic black person, and you do not see that. You do not see that. You know that black people. Black people are not a monolith. We're not all the same. Blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up. I am a typical unapologetic black person. I eat black eyed peas on New Year's Day. And that sets people off like that I am black. I'm not even gonna say well spoken, but I experience things that they feel like somebody that a typical black shouldn't. Cause what do you mean? What do you mean like stop being ghetto? By eating my New Year's tradition. You wouldn't say that if I was Hispanic, Middle Eastern, European, and I was doing something typical of that culture. You wouldn't say that. But when you do that, and it's so funny because people like, yeah, black people don't have no culture. And then they talk about our culture. They talk about our culture. Like they want us to eradicate our culture through insults like, oh, oh, that's ghetto. That's loud. You know, you can't do that. Like, and I don't do that. I do not do that. Like, I feel like a lot of big black creators, they really do. If you gonna be successful, I tell this all the time. If you gonna be successful, when they be like, I don't see color, you have to pretend like you don't see color if you're gonna be successful. I have a hard time doing that, so I'm like, maybe that's just gonna be the limit. I'm like, maybe like the sky's the limit, and my limit is here because I'm never gonna pretend like I'm not black. Like I'm going to do black things, and that's eating black eyed peas. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pageant holiday. Oh, brother. Got one of those guys in here. Here, let me put this down a little bit. I think that's better. I'm on a couch. Y'all don't agree with nobody who isn't black. About being black, no. Imagine if somebody just came and told Mexicans how to be Mexican. A white person came in and told a white Mexican how to be Mexican. So what do you mean, how to? Like, y'all don't agree with nobody? No, we don't. About being ourselves. Okay, yes, back. I took a nap, y'all. I had a big day. But, okay. So you're like, New York is the greatest. Okay, so back to this. Can somebody tell me what is the appeal of New York? And I'm not the type of person to be like, oh my God, I don't like crowds. But is it not ridiculous to stand for 12, 15 hours in a diaper to see a ball drop in the cold around millions of people? Is that not, I don't know. I see other people have their like New Year, like, cause I did not know it was a big thing to like celebrate New Year's in Brazil. That looked fun. That looked fun. But I also didn't see people having to wear diapers. I didn't see them having to wear diapers. Yes, they wear diapers and they have portable potties because they want to be up close. Or I was watching a girl vlog. She was saying, she was like, she was a native New Yorker. I love that she made this video because people love to be like, oh no, Trish. She's like, I just want to do it just, for the plot. She's like, I want to do it for the plot. She did it. I'm getting you right. You probably real New Yorkers probably don't do it, but she did it for the plot. And she was like, okay, they cut off all the traffic, so you got to take the train, even though that's normal. And then she's like, I had to walk here. I had to walk 13 blocks back. They didn't let us in. Then it was a line. Then they said the line was never going to open. Why would anyone want to do that? Why would anyone want to do that? Why? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I already told her I always wanted to do it, but but they say you can't leave your spot and it's stuck. Yes, the greatest of what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure like a lot of great things have come out of New York. And do I feel like it's New York? No, I feel like it's what they say. It's the business of numbers. It's 9 million people. Yes, 100,000 of them throughout the world better be great. It's so many of them. There's so many of them. I don't know. I'm from and I want to deal with security. What do I say? I want. I don't care where you're from. I don't care where you're from. I want to know why would people go and do it. Like, what is the appeal of New York, doing it in New York? I don't care who you are. I don't care if you were aliens from space. At some point, you wanted to do it, and like, why did you? Just like haven't been inside. Just like most New Yorkers haven't been inside them. Do you know King Von? Why the fuck would I know a dead rapper? Why the fuck would I know a dead rapper? Or go to Joe's Pizza? I'm from the greatest city on earth. But for real, why would I know? Why would I know a dead rapper? That's what I would ask it that. Who do y'all think I am? I'm a mid-level content creator from Chicago. Why would I know a dead rapper from 5 years ago? I was 26 years old, 27 years old. King Von was like what, 21? And so even if like 5 years ago when he passed away, why would I know him then? I'm talking about in it. I get dressed to pick up regular food so they can't wait to run into you. Oh, Chance the Rapper didn't. I saw it at the club. So I was at the club last night. So I'm in Detroit. So obviously I'm on Eastern time. So I was at the club last night. And they had the countdown. Obviously they had the one in New York first. And then the DJ was terrible, y'all. Like, the DJ at the party I was at, it was a great, great party when he played some good songs, but he was low-key a terrible DJ. Like, now that I'm older and you can kind of like, you kind of know what you want and you know what you like, except, but then you like, okay, I know it's horrible too. So, but the DJ was horrible. So like the countdown, he didn't even announce the countdown. He announced the countdown like 2 minutes after. Chicago is not better than New York. It is. Anyway, like it is. Like people just be like, oh, I'm going to say it and it's going to be true. Okay, no. But yes, I saw Chance. I saw it on mute. And they had the TVs playing. So he redid the countdown at 1 a.m. He was like, for my Chicago people, the DJ got on the mic, for my Chicago people, we finna do the countdown again. And then he played the Chicago song. He was doing a lot of stuff. Just playing a song too long, mixing it terrible. I guess he thought he was doing his thing. As a person who was on the listening end, no. Yeah, so they did it at 12 o'clock Eastern time, and then he did it at 1 o'clock. And then they showed this, because somebody said Chance the Rapper, they showed like the ball drop for Chicago. It's too, ever since I've been eating better, y'all, it's really hard to eat like carbs. So, I still got a lot of rice and I still got a lot of then the cornbread. I guess I eat part of the cornbread and the rice is really hard to eat. But the meat, protein, gotta get them gains. The protein's really good. But born in Peoria. Corned beef, cabbage, black eyed peas, corn and cornbread. Gotta get that prosperity. I came all the way down here, y'all. I ate this food and I don't have no water. So I gotta go all the way back upstairs. No, this ain't my house. This is not my house. You can't come. You don't invite people over houses that ain't yours. I gotta go back upstairs and get some water. Okay. Damn it. I'll be right back. New York invented Chicago. Okay. It's like when people, one thing I learned, I was like, I before I was a content creator, I was an accountant. When you're an accountant, obviously you have an accounting degree, but you have a business degree with a concentration in accounting. And one thing I learned in business is that it's not always a great reward to be the first. So he like, New York created Chicago. You can outgrow your masters. I know you don't like to think that, but you can outgrow your masters. I'm sorry. What city do you think is black, or Chicago or New York? Chicago is the realest nigga city ever. It's the realest nigga city ever. Chicago, it is. Me and my friend, we had this discussion all the time. I don't like when we be talking about. Okay, look, like I'd be like, yeah, it's not no black people in it's not no black people in New York. She be like, it's black people in New York. They Caribbean, they African. Okay, then I'd be like, okay, let me take it back. There's no black Americans in New York. How often, like every time you meet somebody in New York, they're not black American. They're not black American. But I did hear that New York has like 600,000 black Americans, but most of them still aren't even black Americans. They're just black in America, so they call themselves black American. But like their ancestors, their one away ancestors, fully to black American people, that don't be it don't be in New York. People say Detroit because Detroit has the biggest percentage of black people. People have the biggest percentage, but Detroit, I'm sorry, it's like it's small. Like you're small. That's what I think of. But yes, they don't claim it for real. So yeah, and that's what that leads you to Chicago. Cause let's be real, the LA blacks. Let's be real. They have been taken over, and not like figuratively, but like no, not like literally, but figuratively. They have been taken over, like by the people that's out there. Chicago is the last real niggas left. And then you know what people always put Atlanta, but nobody from Atlanta is from Atlanta. How many people that you like, oh yeah, Atlanta is the black Mecca. I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta down. I do truly think it's the black Mecca. But it's like, it's still no like culture there. Not culture. It's like people that live in Atlanta are not from Atlanta. They are from the southern states around it, or they're from the Midwest and they came to Atlanta. So it's like they don't have no Atlanta values. They just live there, if that makes sense. Anyway, Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. That's how I feel about it. Like you got to take a step back, get out the emotions, and think. Like Chicago is weird as that. But I will say, like I be saying Chicago and Detroit. Obviously, I'm gonna say Chicago first. Like you got to be real. One thing they be really really unrealistic about is content creators. I said this before. People be because y'all don't see me as human. Some of you might do, but a lot of people don't. That's why they think like you supposed to. I mean, they're supposed to agree with everything a content creator does. And as soon as you don't agree with them, they be like, oh no. So to me, that tells me you think I'm basically a sim. Like when your sim not doing what you wanted to do, you just delete the sim. So people don't look at content creators as human. They don't look at content creators as human. Just subscribe. Can you shout out Buck my ass? Detroit has the most black people. New York has the most black people. Does New York know that? Does New York know that? Does New York? They just came out of the discussion about how there's no like black culture, and there's no black culture in New York because it's overtaken by Caribbean and African culture. So, is there black? Is there black? Do the black people in New York know that? But thought y'all like after talk that soon as person don't agree, bye, you gone. And I forgot where I was going with that for real, for real. Ain't nobody focused on LA. Mississippi got some black people. I think Mississippi is like the highest. Isn't Mississippi like number one in like? That's a whole state though. That's a whole state. New York is a melting pot. It's a melting pot, and it's okay. It's so funny. Who said that? Shara Butler. Who said that? Let me know their name. Who said that? Mississippi is Chicago, right? Mississippi is Chicago. that food. She lost her husband. He said, well, she was African American. Like, I didn't like it. I'm trying to feel like, okay, I'm gonna go look for it. Okay, we finna wait for Shara to reply. But look, okay, so why you went to go? She going to go look for it. She like, somebody said, stop listening to my reviews because I'm not from Chicago. What the fuck that got to do with the chicken? I'm finna show y'all where I'm from. I'm finna show y'all where I'm from. I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna show y'all where I'm from, and I'm finna show y'all how far it is to Chicago. You alright?
Didn't know you were down here making movies.
My bad. That's why I didn't know you was down here. Down here.
Yeah. Taking a dookie.
Am I interrupting you? You finna watch TV?
Nope. I'm about to leave because you're in the smoking section that you don't like smoking.
I'm in the smoking section. I can move.
No. That's fine. Are you live?
Yeah.
Tell niggas I said what up, Joe.
Oh, you can say niggas on here too, cause I'm on.
No, I can't. It's
No, I said, cause you know, TikTok, you can't say nothing.
Tell
This YouTube though, you can say niggas.
What is it, NGL? How you say it? What's the
NGL?
Code? What's the code for nigga?
I don't know. Niggas.
When you texting it. Yeah.
You know NGL mean not gonna lie.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I'm a nigga. So.
If you from okay, but what does that got to do with the chicken? What does that got to do with the food? What that got to do with the food? Huh?
If I go over here with everybody, if I go over there with everybody,
huh?
Will it bother you if I go over there?
Oh no.
Just one cigarette.
Dalton, Chicago. Dalton, Chicago. Exactly. But yeah, it'd be so funny. I'd be like, damn. So this what it feel like? This what it feel like to have some clout? People be trying to use your name for clout. Cause, what do you mean? And the thing is, I keep telling y'all, if you listen to me or not, it's not gonna make no difference. It's not gonna make no difference. So, because I'm from across the street from Chicago, now I can't tell y'all about fried chicken. I can't tell you about fried chicken because I'm from 0.4 miles away. I'm from the border. I'm from the city of the border. I'm 0.4 miles away. I can't tell you where to get some pasta, a chicken wing, a motherfucking chicken wing. That's how stupid y'all sound. That's how stupid people sound. It's the grapes. I'm K-Town boy. Okay. Michael Damian or chocolate chip. Which cookie you want? You know what's so funny? People always be asking me, they be like, what's your favorite heroes? And I'll be like, okay, sometimes I do be like getting like the cultural differences of not like living in Chicago. Because I'd be like, I don't have no favorite heroes. Whatever the one, people be having a favorite one because that's usually the one they grew up with. Right. Motherfucker, I'm from, what the fuck kind of cookie you want? But for real. You have a job? Yes, baby, this is the job. Thank you for clocking into the office hours. Hey. I ate Harold's in Hollywood only, and I'm rating it. It's only 3 or 4. Right. And I just be like, okay, whatever one is the good one. Do you know? What's for real? What do we call this? Like, this is the job, baby. I'm looking for a raise. I wish you can come back and tell me who said that. Cause I don't be seeing all the I don't be seeing all the drama. To people. Oh. That shit was good. Y'all see, I put it in my top. You see, I put it in my overall dish. And you think I wanted to do that? Do you think I wanted to do that? I put it in my top dish of 2025. That shit was good. And they like, oh well, don't listen to her because she's not from Chicago. First of all, that restaurant wasn't even in Chicago. That restaurant wasn't even in Chicago. So that's hilarious. But second, that restaurant was in the south suburbs where I'm from. So second, that dish was so good. You know what? When I had went back, I posted the video and then I went back the next day because my friend was there. So I'm like, they was already up there when I had posted the video. Like the video already hit like 20,000 views 2 hours after I posted. And it was good. I mean, I haven't been, like I said, I haven't been back. I don't know what other people have received. I don't know what they received. But what went into my mouth, what went into this mouth was good as fuck. Like that dish was good as a motherfucker. Oh, goodness. Cigarette. Cigarette. And I even said it. I was like, do y'all think that you think I want to go to a restaurant, make a video of it, tell people to go, and then y'all get some bullshit? Why would you think I would like, oh yeah, let me make this video, and then let me call the chef and tell him to make it nasty as fuck? And do you think that's how they work? Do you think that's how they work? How the fuck would I was gonna know? And then I was like, people don't be understand. They be like, okay, don't listen to her because it'd be nasty. Babe, I don't know what the fuck they cooked the next day. I wasn't there. And then it's like motherfuckers be acting like they only do this at black restaurants too. They only do this at black restaurants. Like, oh yeah, make the dish. Okay, I post the video. Make it nasty as fuck. That's how people think. This how people think it worked. Like, come on. Like, do you think that's what I did? Need that 420 instead of square cigarettes.
Girl,
What?
shut up.
That's what somebody said.
How can you smell through the phone?
Cause I said, the cigarettes.
So tell me leave me alone.
He said, leave him alone.
It's almost gone.
No, that was fucking disgusting. That was fucking disgusting. Them Costco thing. And you know what? I went back a couple weeks ago and I got the chicken wrap, the chicken ring thing. Y'all, that chicken wrap thing. How can I find that cheese and shrimp burrito? Cheese and shrimp burrito? I don't remember that. But Baltimore is on my list to go to. Chicken bake. I tried the chicken bake. That was fucking disgusting. All of that stuff is Margaret, do you eat that food from Costco? Have you ever been to Costco?
That shit disgusting.
Disgusting.
No thank
Somebody got mad because I said I didn't like the hot dog.
you.
I took one bite and I was like, no, this is disgusting. You did pizza already? I did. And let me tell you, this is why you can't, you know what? The same way people say don't listen to me, you cannot listen to everybody. Pizza's so bland. And that is fine. Like I said, I would even return to Pete's, like especially now that I'm like eating better, because I did that series in the summer before I started eating better. I would like, now that I'm eating better, I would go to Pete's. But if I'm on some like, oh, I want some good flavorful food, no, you're not going to get that. It's cooked well, but they don't use salt. And I'm sorry. Like, they're like, oh, well, a lot of people like, well, I don't need salt. Well, that's you. You post that on your page. Post that on your page. Because no, it's no salt whatsoever. It's just, and it's like I said, if you're trying to, yeah, they don't to please everyone. Yeah, because a lot of people are salt sensitive. And especially, like, look at the neighborhoods they're in. They're mostly in Black and Hispanic neighborhoods where we do have an oversaturation of sodium in our food. So I'm happy what they doing. But the fact that people hyping it, and I'm just like, if this was a Black-owned restaurant, if a Black-owned restaurant literally took Pete's food, put it on a plate of their customers would have a whole video saying that food was fucking nasty. But because it's from Pete's and because it's a buffet and people eat with their eyes, they be like, oh my God, it's not that good. It's not that good. It was the shrimp and cheese pup. Oh, yeah. What is her name? She run a food truck. Shop and Save, have a fire buffet. Is that especially food? Where is Shop and Save? I don't want to go. No, I don't. Shop and Save. You know what I'm saying? What you call it? But yeah, she a food truck. Her name, it's called Rub My Belly. If you go to Instagram and type in Rub My Belly, she posts every day. And I know because I see the post because I follow her. I see the post. So if you not trying to find her, you just not looking. You just don't want to, because she posts every day where she gonna be at with her food truck. And 'cause I think she only works. She works Monday, Tuesday, and I think she said Wednesdays and Thursdays she don't go out. Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays and Saturdays. Those are days she work, or like she have her food truck out. Do you like cheesecake? Not really. I don't. Well, I'm gonna say I don't like. No, I don't really like cheesecake. Shop and Save on Archer and Central. Fellini's in Atlanta got better pizza than New York. I feel like I eat a decent. I don't eat a lot because pizza not really my top. You know, pizza just there. You know, it's a part of my American culture. But when people like the pizza wars are hilarious because low key a lot of that shit be tasting the same, and that's why I think Italian Fiesta is so good because they season their meat, they season their cheese or something, and that's but the rest of this stuff low key be tasting the same. It be like the same of like basicness. I love Chuck E. Cheese pizza. They can never make me hate. People be fake snobs on the internet. They be fake snobs. Like the mac and cheese. Not I ain't gonna say YouTube. YouTube a little bit different. Facebook, they fake snobby. Fake snobby. Don't ever say Papa John's on my page. It would never be. It would never be. I think I would starve before I eat some Papa John. When you come to Houston, probably in March for the rodeo. I know y'all don't like us outsiders coming to the rodeo, but I'll probably come back for the rodeo. Me and my friend, she was like, that should be the trip that we take every year. You know, so we went last year to the rodeo. She was like, that should be the Papa John's nasty as fuck. But she was like, that should be like our trip. Like, so in like 30 years, we'll be like, oh, it's always be our trip. I was like, come to Fort Lauderdale. I don't know, no time soon. I don't think I'd just be out in Fort Lauderdale. These are some crunchy grapes. I bet you love chicken waffles. Not really. The rodeo is gas. Just the smell be getting old. So I did a rating. I feel like Chicago need new food options. Yes, and I was just talking about that. Okay, look, let me do two things. You said Chicago need food options, and then we talked about Houston. So let me tell you about the Houston since he said that first. So I had posted a carousel post on Facebook. Or Facebook. Did I do it on Instagram? I don't think I put it on Instagram. And I was like rating every place that I've been to in 2025. So y'all know I don't really be doing the ratings. Honestly, I did it for fun. Y'all know I don't do no 1 through 10, 6 out of 10. Anyway, so I had did Houston. I had said Houston. I had put Houston 7 out of 10, and I had put Japan like 9 out of 10. And I was like, for Houston, I was like, I was hungry, but I was like, again, people don't see us as human. You are not humans to people. You are like content gadgets. You like what do you call it? What she say? Avatars. You're like avatars. You're not human. You're not human. So people didn't care what my experience was. Like my experience was one, we got in late. We got in late, like after getting a car and stuff like that. And then 2, we had to get ready to go somewhere. So we were not able to eat the first day because as soon as we touched down, we were already late, and then we had to go do a whole bunch of stuff. And then by the time we were able to settle down, it was already time to go to the rodeo because the rodeo started at like a time. They don't care about that. They don't care about actual real life. All they care about, all they cared about that one number, which was 7. I was like, but again, that was my experience because I mean, no, I'm not saying like that they're not a 10 out of 10. That was just my experience. I can't help that was my experience. I can't help it. Like I can't help that I was not able to get to 10 of your best restaurants because I'm human. I'm human. Houston had a lot of traffic Houston had a lot of traffic that weekend. It was so many people in there. You could not get food. Like if I didn't have reservations month before, you would never get any place. Or if you wasn't getting there early, you were never getting no food. And it's like, and I was like, it was 7 out of 10 because I starved and I was starving because like again, we first got there, we had to go to Panda Express. Why are you eating Panda Express in Houston? We literally had an hour and a half to get ready. Do you think I'm finna go? Let me go find this special restaurant in Houston and go. It take an hour to get anywhere. Have you been to Spicy Boat? Yes. And I'm coming back home tomorrow. And apparently the girl was supposed to come Tuesday, but then now she's saying she coming Saturday. I mean tomorrow, well Saturday, and I'm coming home tomorrow because I'm in Detroit now. I'm coming home tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get one. I'm going to try to get one. I'm gonna try to get me a spicy bowl. I'm gonna try to get me a spicy bowl. But then somebody was like, the grapes in Atlanta are crunchier. Okay. She was saying, I feel like Chicago need new food options. Okay, so this back. So like a couple of the restaurants that I've been seeing that's open, I've been seeing like maybe 5 or 6 restaurants. One thing that y'all notice that a lot of restaurants are trying to do, they're trying to really, really focus, like hone down on brunch. Because it's funny because y'all been asking me about the brunch spots. And I'm like, I don't really be out in brunch because they ruin, like when I think of brunch, I don't be thinking of no 5-star food. And I think of like decent to mid. Mid is not a bad word. Like decent to mid breakfast food and mimosas. Now people want lobster and waffles. Motherfuckers want Cajun shrimp and grits with a pony on the side. With a pony on the side. Like, no, like y'all ruined the brunch culture when y'all started doing dishes, if we being honest. And so I noticed like a lot of the new restaurants they're opening, they're like trying to focus on brunch. So she was talking about new Chicago options, and I feel like we don't have, I mean, I feel like it's kind of is becoming a little bit repetitive. A lot of people are trying to focus on brunch because you know why? You know why? The overhead for brunch is low. Think about a brunch menu. Think about a brunch menu. And think about the prices of the food. What you gonna get? It obviously gonna be a lot of chicken. You was gonna have chicken anyway. It's gonna be a lot of chicken. It's gonna be a lot of fish. It's gonna be a lot of fried food, and then it's gonna be a lot of bases. Rice, grits. So chicken, shrimp and grits. Chicken and waffles. Very, very low. Very, very low overhead and things that you can cook in bulk. And then obviously you still going to get that price point, that middle price point, 25 to 35 type plates. But yes, I am down for the new options. Every time I see a new option, I'll be quick to go there. That's why I went to that like Southeast Asian restaurant in Bronzeville soon as they opened. I think she opened, I think I was there like the second day that she opened, and I was like, yes, because I love these new options. It was like something different. Like, how many motherfucking times can I eat chicken and waffles? How many times can I eat chicken and waffles? I can't eat chicken and waffles every fucking day. I can't. And then, what's so funny, we talk about this, like one of these restaurants that they're a chicken and waffle type restaurant. They actually have other stuff, but they like it's a pretty basic restaurant. They're not even soul food. I mean, are they soul food? They kind of like a little bit of everything. And they had messaged me after the last video I posted of the soul food. They was like, do you have a problem with us? Why haven't you came to our restaurant and did a video? I was like, what? I thought that was like one of the craziest messages I've ever seen. I was just like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to Heroes. What do you think about? I love Indian food. I love Indian food. I don't have no Indian person to tell me what to get besides butter chicken and chicken biryani. If people want to know, have you ever seen me make a motherfucking Uncle Remus video? You know the answer. Y'all know the answer. Or just something different. What the first place I think I'm gonna try, low-key I'm lying, because when I get back home, like Monday when I get back home, I'm going to a soul food restaurant. But after that, Mahari is an African, like an African Caribbean fusion restaurant, so that's pretty different. And I feel like they've been slept on. Like they've been open for like a year. And I see a lot of people talking about it, but I feel like they have not had their moment. But a lot of people be up in there, so let me be quiet. It's in Hyde Park. It's right in Hyde Park, like right over there where Trader Joe's is at. Mahari. And it looks really, really good. I don't know why I have not been. Don't ask. I just ain't made it. I'ma try. I'ma try. African food makes your clothes stink. Oh my god, that's so ignorant. Because y'all, I tried yassa, and that was like the only African food I tried this year was yassa. And then I went to the Jollof Festival. Yassa was so good. Yassa was so good. I feel like that video did not get enough credit. That video did not get enough views for that video did not get enough views for how good that food was. Like that food, we tore that food down. Like you, yeah. You know, I always tell y'all like the pieces of the videos y'all see is like clips of me eating. And y'all be like, why do you eat like that? Why do you eat like that? If you really saw how I ate after I turned that motherfucking camera off, if y'all turned that motherfucking camera off, y'all really couldn't stand me, cause baby, the way we tore that fish down, that way we tore that fish down. Yes, yassa. We got the yassa special red snapper whole fish. Don't get the fillet. You gotta get the whole fish. Put the flavor in it. We got a yassa style. I think that's what it was. Go look at the video. Go look. It was a progressive dinner through Bronzeville. Go look at it. I think that's what it said. They like the snapper yassa style. What you get from there? The snapper, the red snapper yassa style. I got a side of jollof rice and a side of plantains. Downtown, you have to sit on the floor. No, but I would love to go there. It's like an authentic Indian restaurant. You try the 24 no, Joliet called home cut Chicago food. I don't know why y'all be asking me questions like that. You are some crunchy grapes. I like authentic experiences and stuff like that. So I would love to go to a place like that. But you know, y'all, some of these places don't be wanting you to record, and I know that y'all don't like this, but y'all gotta understand. I be like, this is a job. If I can't do my job, then you know sometimes it don't be worth eating there. So, and yes, I still eat at places like y'all don't know because I didn't record nothing. I went to Southern Chicago, so yes, I still go out, but it be a limit to the amount of times I can go out and like eat. Not gonna say can I, but it be a limit to the amount of times I go out and I'm not about to record anything. And some places don't be wanting you to record, so I'll be like, okay, well, I guess you won't see me no time soon. Like it gotta be what you call it. I only get these grapes from Kroger in Detroit. I swear, every time I get the grapes from there, I don't know who is a grape supplier. They always crunchy like that. I haven't been too much, you know, but honestly, enjoy your short so much. Thank you. Please watch. Do we have Jamaican or Caribbean food in Chicago? But thank you. Please watch my long form videos too. You smoke before you eat. I know you do today. No, I don't smoke, baby. I don't really smoke. It's starting to snow here tonight. Oh, fucking brother. And you know what? It snowed here. I'm in Detroit. It snowed here today. And it was kind of annoying because I was like, it's been snowing for like 3 days. But it didn't want to snow on Christmas. The one day. What do you think about Dixmoor? I don't think too much about it. They got the meat market there. My mother used to like that place. I'm Canadian. We don't play around in Detroit. Oh. Sick of Detroit for real. You may want to visit. Definitely come to Chi-Town. It's a vibe. Does Detroit people really taste like the Little Caesars? I don't know. What's Detroit pizza? I don't be eating pizzas. I just come and I eat Hungry Howie's. I was trying to explain to somebody why I like Hungry Howie's, and again, I think a lot of people are not that smart. So I was like, okay, I like Little Caesars taste like Little Caesars. I never had Buddies, but I do need to what you call it. But like the Detroit style. Oh yes, I love that. I love that. But I only get it. I've only ever had it from Jets. I had it from Jets and I also had it from Little Caesars. But I love Jets. I love Jets. Hungry House be yes. As soon as I come to Detroit, because we used to have a Hungry House in Chicago, but they closed it down. I saw that. I think they closed it down in 2023. But I was trying to explain to somebody why I liked Hungry Howie's, and they like, why that's the worst piece. You know, y'all know people like again, people fake bougie online. They fake bougie. Motherfuckers act like they don't never, especially Chicago. They act like they don't never motherfuckers fuck with a chain pizza restaurant. they can go to hell. I love me some motherfucking Hungry Howie's. I'm like, you know why I love Hungry Howie's? Because I love bread. I love bread. And they have the flavored crust. And that crust, like sometimes even I will literally just take the crust off the pizza and eat the crust. That's how good that goddamn crust is. Nobody else does crust like Hungry Howie's. And that's why I fuck with them. That's why I fuck with them. How you get them restaurants to name food after you. They just be doing it. I posted a long time ago that I wanted somebody to name a dish after me. So I think they just be doing it just to be nice. I mean, I assume they be like gonna change it in a couple months. So I'll be like, oh, thank you. I'm gonna take you to edit your video. Which video? Which video? I mean, it takes different times. But I think I got it down pretty good. I used to say 1 hour per 1 hour per minute. And it probably is still about that. It's probably about 1 hour per minute. So if the video is hour, I mean, if the video is like a minute and a half, probably took an hour and a half. If it's a if it's a 2 minute video, probably took about 2 to 3 hours. It's still there, kinda. My recap took 12 hours. Talking about bread, I forgot. My recap took like 12 hours. Like it took 6 hours the first day and like 6 hours the second day. Like I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna cut it off here because it was time to go to dinner. And I'm like, let me just cut it off here and post the first half. LOL, she is living in the basement. Hey, it's warm. It's warm. But that was a recap video. And then I have 2 phones because I got this phone halfway through the year. So now I'm trying to look at stuff like that I ate in like, April or March. I had to get on my old phone, transfer it over. It was really getting frustrating making that video. What you be having to edit out? What do I have to edit out? I mean, what do I edit out? I mean, what does that mean? I don't know. What you mean by that? I picked the better parts of the video and I put them together with the voiceover. I'm obviously gonna pick like the clearest, the brightest. I'll record myself eating. Don't record myself eating that much. I probably like take a couple bites or something like that. That's why you probably see me repeating the same bite. I'll probably record myself eating a couple bites and then I'll really turn the phone off. I don't know. People be thinking I just be eating with a phone in my face for 20 minutes. I'm not doing that. And forgot about the chat. Yeah. You bringing the community down. Then the community needs to be stronger. Get the fuck up. Tell them come. Run your feet. Girl, try to get a job. This shit ain't normal. Oh, brother. Yeah, I know. I was noticing that. And then you know what? My longer videos don't even be doing that well. So I was like, let me just cut it off here. Halfway through the video. And I just posted it and went. It was becoming too long. What do fufu? I don't think I really ever had authentic fufu. That's another thing I need to get. It's a place called Gori. I had it on my list of restaurants to try in 2025. Somebody told me it's the best African food in the city. Gori. Goree. I think that was the name. And unite. Everything is Israel. People trying to cake. I thought I did already. I thought I did that already. What new things are you trying to? I thought I did that already. Sierra. I don't be traveling around. with Chicago because did you like it? I hit the. I don't be doing that already. Atlanta charged you too much for that food. Again, y'all know when I be saying people, I just said people don't be thinking we human. Atlanta did not charge me for that food. Uber Eats did. The same Uber Eats that you have. Uber Eats did that. You're not special. They was like, oh no, they got you. Uber Eats gets everybody. Uber gets everybody. Uber don't own is the biggest car company, don't own no cars. Chicago, I feel like you can't even eat without ops doing a drill. Oh my gosh. Why so many big people in? Why so many big people in? But the wings itself, I don't. If you go up in there, the wings themselves are $40. I go up in there every time I go to Atlanta. I get the wings. The wings is $40 off the bat, or $38.99. Let's be real, $38.99, $40, $40. I paid for express delivery. Then you had to pay a split free express delivery, tax and tip. That's why the wings was $70. That's why the wing, like you just because you live like people like, oh, you got cheated because you paid $70 for wings. Just because you live in Atlanta, if you would have clicked onto if you would have clicked onto Uber Eats to order them wings, you would have paid the same thing. Like, you're not getting out of that. You're not getting. They was like, oh, I just would have paid. I just would have went to go get them. Did you not see the video? Not you, but I was like, I literally said, like, do you think I'm finna be late for a Beyonce concert? Do you think I'm finna be late for a Beyonce concert because I don't want to spend $12 on express delivery from Uber Eats? Do you know how long it would have took me? Stop doing my makeup, getting ready, doing my little videos. Let me go all the way down and to go pick up some chicken wings when I could just pay the Uber Eats driver a $6 tip. Come on, baby. Do an Atlanta strip wing off. That's what I'm going to do next month. Don't tell nobody. My Cash App is $Shanikky. You ain't even got it. Hold on. I'm going to put it on here. You ain't never got it. Oh, I don't have Cash App on this phone. I want lamb chopped oxtails right now. I have AP smoked split wing earlier still. Dang. That sound good. Where you get the wings from? Where you get the wings from? Yes, I wanted when I was in Atlanta a couple weeks ago. I had to go. I had to fly to Atlanta on a what you call it. I wanted to go to Magic City so bad, but Magic, you know what? Like I said, I'm gonna do a wing off. I said I'm gonna do a wing off in in Atlanta. I said I'm gonna do a wing off in Atlanta, but the thing was it, Magic City opened too late. I was tired by then. Obviously, it's a strip club, so they don't open up till 9 o'clock. I would have had to take a nap to go out and get them wings. Chicago, you gotta go early and on weekdays to be in the scares. Other than that, the drills don't happen as often. Make it seem on the news, right? And then people don't understand. Like most of the time, 90% of the time, and it was the one of the Chicago cops said this. They said most of the time the people like that stuff be happening. It usually be people in that lifestyle, like. Do you think they just sitting up like this is the third largest city in America? Do you think they just sitting up and just popping people in the car? Yes, they are, but they like I'm like they literally was gaming. I ain't not a game. I don't know nothing about that. They not coming up to my car. What are you coming up to my car for? You ever been to New Orleans and tried their cuisine? Yes, I love New Orleans. My favorite, it's a second favorite city. Now how many nuts are down? What you about to do? I told you I was coming down here. Marcus was down here. Me. Well, nothing. Never mind. I get up. I need to get up anyway. Well, I still don't think I'm gonna go. That's just, you know what? That's so crazy. And you know what? You know who the main people who be scared to come to Chicago? It be men, or like not even men. It be like men that live there already. Like somebody was on my comment. They was like, yeah, the video I posted, the last video I posted, you know, T Soul Food. He was like, yeah, I just can't go to the West Side, and I just be like, I don't know. I don't see how y'all live like that. I don't see how y'all live like that. Like, I'm sorry. Like you okay, first of all, you live in Chicago. So let's be real. You live in you don't let's be real. He probably don't live downtown. It'd be so funny because like people be living in these areas that they say unsafe. Like they be living on the south side. Like people not from Chicago, people not from Chicago, you know, they be scared because you know what they hear on the news and stuff like that. But these people in Chicago, they be scared. They be living in Auburn, Gresham, motherfucking Beverly. Like you're not nowhere far from stuff, and they'd be like, oh no, I can't go there. So I just like, how do you like live life? Because Chicago's big, but it's not that big. And so you're saying you can't go to the west side, motherfucker. You can't go to the motherfucking south side. You can't go to the west side. You can't go to the south side. You don't want to go downtown because I gotta pay for parking. I gotta pay for parking. It's only people who be in their lifestyle. Karma wrong with his name. Yeah. If you admit New York is the best. Do like I can fuck that much? I don't. I be telling y'all all the time. Like I tell y'all all the time. Like when y'all be like, oh, don't you do not have to listen to me. Like my food videos are like they're for the audience, but at the same time, like them opinions are mine. I'm not trying to influence you to influence you to go. I don't give a shit. If I made you feel like Chicago isn't the best city in the world, don't come. I don't be caring that much. Only Chicago only crazy because gangs, drill, rap, and switches. I feel like, you know what? I feel like people over emphasize on Chicago rap because I feel like all rap be talking about the same thing, but you do not hear people saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna go to Atlanta." You don't hear them saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna go to Cali." You don't hear them chime time shit on our food in Atlanta. Chime time is a content creator. Y'all have to understand that. And I think you know what's so funny? Let's run a daycare only if it's in Minnesota. But look, you know what I think, and I this is saying this as a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of people think like, oh, they be like, okay, so you be doing, you know, regular reviews. I told you I don't talk bad about restaurants. If I don't like it, I just won't post it. Like it's easy as that, you know. People like so that comes off as inauthentic to people, or like if you only ever have positive stuff to say, that comes off as lying, paid, you know, whatever. People, y'all know the loose spiel. But what people don't be realizing is the money, most of the money come from the views. And if I know that you're going to listen to me because I'm talking shit, why wouldn't I talk shit? And I think people fail to see Chime Time as a content creator because in their brains negativity equals real to them. They don't know that they getting tricked. Like they don't know. Oh Lord. Here we go with this. They kill people then say it while they rapping at the grave sites. So y'all be listening to music. Y'all be listening to songs and then be like, oh, I'm not going to go to that city because in a song they said, do you not know how that sound? Well, people will boycott and tell others about their experience at a restaurant. That's why good service is so experience so important. Drill. Tell one fact. This is entertainment at the end of the day, and y'all have bills to pay. That too. That too. But people, it's funny because people don't see it that way. They be like, oh no, Miss Chime Time is the realest. You got to be for real. You got to be for real. You got to be for real. Like they don't be realizing that they getting influenced. They just getting influenced a different way. Like babes, you're the audience. You're the audience. Gucci started drill music. Chicago started with Chief Keef. I'm first to diss the dead. Here we got the rap historians here. We got the rap historians here. What do you use for? Nothing. It's actually pretty dry. I feel like y'all gotta be young to be saying this about Chicago being afraid. Like, no. When I had just said, like, I posted that last video, the soul food video, it was T Soul Food, and she's on Madison. She's actually like two doors down from the first like the original Uncle Remus. So I looked at the man page. This man was an older man. Saying this. Like this is the life. This is I sometimes I'm like, this is why sometimes I don't be feeling too sorry for men, because I'm like, they want to live this life. They encourage it. They progress it. Like they do this. Like the street rap, the street cred, the respectability politics of the streets. They keep it going. They keep it going. And so they don't care that it leads to like maybe not the happiest life. Because what do you mean you don't want to go to the west side? Like, what? And I do understand that it's crazy out here. I do understand it's crazy out here. But somebody made a good point. I saw this video, made a good point. This lady was like, she was in, she hid her ring. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna have my ring. And people in the comments was like, oh no, you're in River North. Nobody's going to talk to you. And somebody else in the comments was like, oh no, why would people who want to steal? Why would they go to a neighborhood where people have stuff? A lot of the stuff don't, like, people be forgetting. You're gonna get robbed, you're gonna get, pew pew that. Why would I do that there when the people with the money is in these neighborhoods that you're not afraid to go to? Guys, like, what, I'm gonna rob somebody? Why I'm gonna rob somebody in Roseland? What they gonna have? Like, let's be real. If I was a robber man, why would I go to Roseland to rob somebody? What the fuck am I gonna get in Roseland? If I want to rob, I'm gonna go to Lincoln Park. I'm going to go to River North because I assume they have something to rob. Not to say Rosenbeck, but let's be real. It's probably one of the lower income neighborhoods in the city, lowest income. I don't know what you call it. What do y'all call it? What do they call robber men? Like thieves? I don't know what they call them. I don't know what they call them. Or still in the show. I'm in Detroit, but I paid my rent. In Chicago. People's like, oh my God, do you not live in Chicago? No, I paid my rent. I'm going to be there all 30 days. Yeah, I don't know what they call robbers, but yeah, like, why would I do that in Lincoln Park? Like, oh, I can't go to the west side. What is somebody going to do to you on the west side? What are they looking for on the west side? If they wanted something of value, why would they go to Madison and try to get it from a random old man that's going into a restaurant to get some food? And then, Jack Boys, that's what they call them. And then we like, y'all be hyping up Uncle Remus. Y'all been hyping up Uncle Remus for 40 years. The restaurant is 2 doors down from Uncle Remus. If motherfuckers can go to Uncle Remus for 40 years, if they can go to Uncle Remus for 40 years, Uncle Remus has made a name in the city, in the nation. If they can go to Uncle Remus for that long, or however long Uncle Remus been open, they can go 2 doors down to the soul food restaurant. But people want to live their life that way. Like, I had said that Diddy wasn't a gangster. He seemed like he had a great childhood, and motherfuckers, they be wanted. Like what I said, they uphold this lifestyle, and it's mostly men. It is literally mostly men that uphold this lifestyle. Like, because low key, it could have. If we wanted to be real, this shit could have died off 20 years ago. This shit could have died off. This little street, the gangs, all of that, that shit could have, that street life. Like, since the 2000s, the beginning of the millennium, like, we black people have been doing increasingly better. Yes, we are still very, 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 very poor, but it's not to the point like that it was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Like, we could have cut that shit off a long time ago, but people be wanting to uphold that lifestyle. They were sitting there arguing that Diddy was like, he was into gang life. I said, I'm sorry, I don't see it. Like, people, I'm maybe it's me. Maybe I was wrong. I was like, he went to a private school. His whole life, and then went to Howard University. Babes, you wasn't that gangster. I'm sorry, you was not that gangster. You went to a private high school, and then you went on to go to Howard University. You want to yes, like, and I was like, oh, I said that, like, gangbanger was like built on the backs of his artists, of the people he managed. That gang, like, he wanted to be like the mafia. That was built. That wasn't, some people be having it in them. That was built. And, like, again, like, motherfuckers be upholding this, they be want to uphold this street stuff. They like that. They respect that. And so, yeah, his father was no crazy. He did not have a father. He did not have a father, because this is how y'all upholding it. The man died when he was 2. He did not have a father. You don't remember anything. Like, come on, let's be real. He did not have a father. He did not have a father. The man passed away. Again, see, that's what I'm saying. They be wanting to uphold this. They be like, oh no, you just don't know. But it's like, okay, it's just regular, real, it's regular lived experience. Like, you grew up 17 years of life with no father. Most of your life you didn't have a father. You had a dead, like, you don't remember nothing from 3. You went to a private high school, and then you went on to college. Do you know how understand how hard that is? What gangbangers you know go to college? The Howard, one of the most prestige black universities. Same with Jesse Pinkman, who was, it was a manufactured lifestyle. Not to say you can't become a gangbanger, but it's not like, oh, he had to do this. Like, it was just very, very manufactured. Um, it's just a very, very manufactured gang lifestyle. But again, that's the type of stuff that y'all uphold when y'all be trying to like debate this type of stuff. Like, oh, who's a real gangster and who's not? Well, Diddy's a real gangster because his dad that died when he was 3 was a notorious gangster. You know how many, like, back in high school, it was these guys that went to school. It was these guys that went to school with us, and their dad, like, I could apparently we used to always wonder why they was popular. And my friend used to always tell me like, yeah, they daddy is some big gangster. They daddy is some big gangster. Boy, them 2 boys is married now. And I do be seeing, I be looking at their Facebook. They be they dad still in jail, still in jail. I was in high school where they used to talk about this nigga still in jail. You had no reflection of this man because he's been in jail. Like, you're not a gangster. That's your dad. You're not a gangster. I think Diddy is hard because of his dad. No, they really do. I swear to God. Like, they were debating me down about this topic. Diddy disrespectful to women, and 50 Cent knows it. Knows that. 2 kids, broken. Gangster is nothing to be proud of. No, men, like, y'all don't want to really, men be proud, men like that stuff. And I'm sorry, it be our people. They really do respect gangsters. They really do. Have y'all not heard of the fuck the street movement? They be wanting to uphold this lifestyle. They like that. That's why it still hasn't. We should have eradicated gangs a long time ago. We should have eradicated gangs a long time ago. They should not be in our communities. They don't do nothing for the community. Like, but people like it. People respect that. And then what do men like? That is what men live for. You know how they say women live for validation and stuff like that. Men live for that, like, respect. That's why wars are started. That's why things are happening, because of respect. And so they really do respect that gang life. Like, believe it or not, they not gonna say it outright. They just gonna be like, they just won't speak against it. They won't speak against it, and then they'll speak positively of it. But they'll be like, oh yeah, I don't know nothing about that, but this is what happened. Who grew up in the suburbs? I am a black girl who grew up in the suburbs. I am a black girl who grew up in the suburbs. I died because he was a snitch. Oh wow, Al Capone was a real gangster mob. To make sure our community is safe. Is what you're talking about. We don't depend on the police. Oh, fucking brother. What gang has kept you safe, baby? And who are they keeping you safe from? Who are they keeping you safe from, Mr. Gangbanger Man? Who are they keeping you safe from? You too. None of these men uphold it the way it's supposed to be. Back in the day, was saying back in the, and then you know what, people like back in the day, they were supposed to help the community. They were not helping the community back in the day. Like, visually, yes, donating stuff to kids and stuff, but what does that do when, okay, so like, yes, they was doing that, but then like when you're like harming women and doing stuff to women, is it really helping the community? Like, was the turkeys on Thanksgiving worth women being raped? I don't know, because it's a lot of history of gangbangers doing not nice things to women. Mr. Gangbanger Man. Hey, this is positivity. I want better for my people. I want all that gang, all that like street cred, street respectable politics. I want that eradicated. We are intelligent people. I don't understand like black people don't understand. We are a great group of people. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop being fearful to go around our neighborhoods. We gotta, like, that does nothing but stop the circulation of the black dollar. Because what do you mean you don't want to go to a whole side of a city? How you like Michigan? It's all right. Y'all know I lived here. Y'all know I lived here for 4 years. I don't know if it counts because I was in college. So I lived in West Michigan for 4 years. So Michigan is like a second home. Was literally the highest at the time in America, not because of the game. What did I say about, yeah? What was it for then? What was it for? Not to say what you call it. Most of the game members know how to split. Know how to hit a split. I'm gangster. I'm proud of it. That's good for you, gangster man. That's really good for you. That is really good for you. What has that done for you? Quarter zip, half a zip, whole zip. A. See how you skip over the action point, man. You said DV was at its highest, but it was not because of gangs. So are you saying that gangs was not doing these things? Because I assume that it wouldn't be because of that, since they're a small group of people. But the point of gangs, original point of gangs, was to help the community. And is helping the community worth women being harmed? You didn't make a point. You just wanted to skate around mine to prove me wrong. Ever been to Revoke's Mall? Yes, I have. 2.5 years. You've been a gangbanger for 2.5 years. I'm in the deal. I know the trick. The trick ain't no good for me. Ain't got the black man nowhere but to prison. Right. I don't never hear the successful one. Right. You're just trying to blame it on. I didn't try to blame anything. What do you mean? I didn't try. What do y'all say? What do men say? Not all. Not all. I just said it was a history of them harming women. But the original point of gangs was to help the community. And it was helping, it's helping like the turkeys and stuff. Is that worth women being harmed? I don't think it was. I didn't blame anything. No, you did. Because you were listening to debate. And she don't not nothing to be proud of what they were doing by using that example. I didn't miss anything. I asked a question. So clearly you think a turkey on Thanksgiving and some clothes is worth women being harmed. So clearly you think that. Because I asked the question. I'm done eating for the day. Gangs harm more men. But that's not what gangs are for. I have a choice from day to day. Should work for the city of Chicago. Man, you know what? The city of Chicago got it out for me. So the city of Chicago outsourced. Chicago, I don't be want to admit it though. Real gangs and men, no women are not to be real gangs. Oh, fucking brother. Oh, brother. No. Clearly, you just don't understand that, like somebody just said, gangs did nothing for the black people except put them in prison. You rather argue about stuff that has no history of it. First of all, say, oh well, real gang never harmed women and children, but the women and the children are harmed. The women, but you like, oh no, but they wasn't real gangsters. The women and the children was harmed, and you talking about that. What did people get? Murdered and in jail. There's never been a positive outcome, and you want to argue about that as if you saying that is going to make it better. The women and the children were harmed. They were harmed. Real or not, they were harmed. Called Game Banger Popcorn. Okay, they wasn't harmed then. But what did somebody ask me? No, I don't know Stray Kids. Because of bad apple. Now it's just one, isn't it? Would you review prison recipes? Hell no, that should be looking fucking disgusting. Hip hop to prison pipe, it's all by design, yes. And there's some people, who really, like I see again, what did I say? He literally, I love it when people think they're debating me and they really fall. They literally fall right into the point. And then I think if they think that they just keep trying to question what I'm saying, that they'll be right. I said I don't be feeling sorry for men because they be trying to uphold this gang lifestyle. And he's here saying, "Oh no, real gangsters, they don't do this, they don't do this. They really helpful." Who do the people that got help know that? Do the people that got help know that? Like they just be trying to they be wanting to fight to uphold this, and it was like it has never, they've never done anything that would make it to the history books. But again, it's years and years of failure. It's years and years of failure. They have failed at every point. Gangs have failed at every point, and they still be trying to uphold it. And I just be like, okay, so it's like at the point, it's like sometimes it's like it's always them, but it's really always them, right? They must do. The people who were helped in their communities are loud about it. Okay. I'm about to make a, who got helped by the gangbangers? Who got helped by the gangbangers? Like, let's be for real. Like, what money is y'all getting? What money is gangbangers really getting to help anybody in the community? Drugs? What did the drugs do to the community? Because what are you doing? What are you helping? What are you helping? How are you getting these funding to help anybody? Are you running drugs? What is the drug? Who are you selling the drugs to? The community? Is that helping the community? Again, it's what they did to the community outweighs what they're done to the community. Okay, so you gave motherfuckers a turkey on Thanksgiving. Is that worth the drugs you brought into the community? Is it worth the women that was harmed? No. Exactly. It does a great deal of not good things for the community. But again, it wasn't, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Now it's just recent. Gangs ain't sell drugs. That just happened. Gangs just started selling drugs. Gangs just started selling drugs, y'all. Right? That people will say anything if people want to prove you wrong, they will stop at nothing. They will stop at nothing. It's like the proof is there. The proof is there. The proof of the horrible outcomes is there, and they still want to upload that. Nothing. None of these people are making it to the history books. They have done nothing. They gangs. Okay. Did they not say the 90s in Chicago's was one of the most dangerous times because of the gangs? They literally have history. Again, it's people on YouTube and then there's facts. So, yeah. I heard the funniest time. We is history. No, because it's now. It's okay, boo. You're wrong. You're wrong. Clearly, it didn't get you nowhere in life because you just sitting here trying to debate about it at 12 o'clock on New Year's Day. But yeah. That's what I was just saying. I was like, I wish in Chicago, like the hood gangs would, like it needs to die off. Like we are a prosperous city. We are a prosperous city. We can do without it. Show the stats. Like I'm gonna pull it up. You're wrong, boo. You're wrong. Like she said, at the end of the day, these people gotta have GoFundMe's. What were they doing? What were they doing to the community? You're not going to get past this. They just hurt themselves, not the community. He's saying, well, they help the community. I say, how do they help the community? Because what are they doing? Where is the funding coming from to help the community? And don't tell me it's from drugs, because what did the drugs do? 80s and 90s, because exactly. But show me the stats because you're lying. Like, no, I read, babes. I read. You don't. You talking out of feelings. You're talking out of feelings, and it's okay. It's okay. Again, like I said, people, imagine if I was on Facebook, they will sit here and debate this. This is my original point. They will sit there and debate this. Like, they will try to uphold that. It just wasn't until recently. The gangs were nice. They were nice people back in the day. Twist my words to fit your narrative. I don't have to twist your words to fit my narrative. The proof is in the pudding, babes. The proof is in the pudding. Gangs are bad. the gangbangers in Chicago was afraid of ICE. And again, that's what I said. I'm like, okay, like maybe in the 90s, but like in the 2000s, like once we turned to the millennium, all that shit should have been eradicated. Like it's been 25 years. They were never, it's been 30, 40 years, really. 35 years since the 90s. Like we should have been eradicated the hood gang stuff. Larry Hoover. Oh. I don't feel anything about the Black Panther. You know what's so funny? My auntie said swear she was a Black Panther back in the day. I said, what you used to be doing? What you used to be doing? She said she went to DC with the Black Panthers. I'm like, okay, girl. I said, okay, girl. It's like a new wave. Popularity hits every couple years. Revenge keep everything new. Do I have to check in if I come to Chicago? That is so funny. That is so funny you said that. I always be wondering. When people be saying you gotta check in, I wonder how does that work? How does that work? Like how does checking in work? Now that I got a couple followers, um, now that I got a couple followers, now that I got a couple followers, how does it work? Never mind. I rather if you talk about Christ, I rather just shut up. I rather just shut up. But when they be talking about you gotta check in, how do I check in? The Black Panthers was shut down because they were doing real work. Yes, babes. That was 50 years ago. I'm talking about in like the last I said that. I even said that like I said in the last like since the millennium, we should have shut that shit down. I said like their original things was to help. And they were like they definitely were. It has been cases all of like they were a lot of them were like a lot of the big leaders in the Black Panther were like arrested on like charges of like rape of women. But maybe they did have more good than harm, but that was in the 70s, the 60s and the 70s. I'm talking about the 2000s, 40 years later. Like, could you imagine like just trying to uphold a failing business for 30 years? A failing business, keep failing. Nothing good has come from it. We're not talking about the Black Panthers. We're talking about little man from 63rd. We're talking about that. We're not talking about the Black Panthers. Like, maybe they did do good things. Again, like my auntie, she swears she was a Black Panther. I don't be no, she be want to have conversations about that. And I'll be like, okay, girl, I don't want to hear nothing about that. The Black Panther. In LA, you gotta check in. Who do I gotta check in for? Who do I gotta check in with? Check in with who? Or you'll end up like Pop Smoke. Oh my gosh. I gotta check in? Check in with who? So they're oh my gosh. Fucking delusional. Fucking delusional. Give me the number. Give me the number to your highest banger. Let me call him. Let me see. I need to see his 2026 budget. My mom won't admit she's a Black Panther. Only if you famous. Right. I got a couple followers, so do I gotta check in? Do I gotta check in? I gotta check in. When you know what I can never imagine. So first, I don't really be getting on live. I get on live to talk, but I won't get on people live. So I was like, I could never see myself arguing with somebody on live. And you know what's so funny? So y'all know again, people always ask me like, what did you do? What is behind it? I did a career day for the kids. I did a career day for the kids. Um, I did a career day for the kids, and so they was like, "What is the stuff that people don't see that you do that helps your career? That helps your career." And so I was like, I read a lot of psychology books. I read it really like a lot of. Love Robert Greene. I love Robert Greene psychology books. They ain't getting at women like that. You ain't got it. So if you a man, you got to check in. So I was anyway. Back to this, but Backdoor by G Herbo. Oh my gosh, really? Wow, backdoor back. Anyway, I was like, I read a lot of psychology books, and so one thing you'll learn in psychology books is a lot of people they're really, really emotional. So getting on a public broadcast and being upset. People got something to say about my opinion. Figure out why. Yes, again. Well, babe, I don't have to feel like the psychology about it because again, I'm getting paid. You're not. you're sitting on the phone typing. So back to the psychology. People are really, really emotional. Like they don't. Most people, we know, they're like men are logical, women are emotional. No, most people are emotional. They're gonna talk out of emotion. So again, he's like, oh well, I don't. They're getting mad at my opinion. Blah blah blah. Whatever he just said. Whatever he just said. But again, like all of this is coming out of emotions. Like these are not facts. You cannot find any data to uphold what you're saying. But I can find data to uphold what I'm saying. Like the data is there. Like gangs were crazy back in the 80s and 90s. You can read that. You can read that. You type in gangs, Chicago, 1990s, you can read that. But would you find anything of these so-called gangs helping the community? Would you find any pictures, any articles? No, you won't find that. Like you say, oh well, this was so big. You should be able to find some proof. You should be able to find something. You would find something. But again, emotional. It's emotional. It's an emotional response because I am interrupting his way of thinking. I'm interrupting his way of thinking. And when you interrupt the people's way of thinking, ones definitely that cannot critically think, they're going to respond emotionally. Like nothing has been said. No facts have been said. Because to say that the gangs now are just as similar as they were to the Black Panthers are crazy. Like I think the Black Panthers would come up and put a slap you in the face for even saying that. But again, no, I'm gonna send you some links since I can't find any. No, babe, you don't have to send me any links. You don't have to send me any links. Um, you don't have to, because you sending me links of motherfuckers giving somebody, you sending me links of somebody getting somebody some coats and a motherfucking turkey when hundreds of people are in the ground. They don't have no links. They don't have no links. They can't do that. And is them turkeys? Is them turkeys? Is them little toys worth people like all them people that's life's in the ground because of the gangs? No, you don't have to send me that, babes. I see the people. I see the people who's not here anymore, who were gone too soon. Teenagers, kids, women, children. Like I don't want to see proof of a gang people giving people turkeys when it's drugs in the community and people in the ground because of that. Like nothing, them turkeys is not going to outweigh that, babe. Not a gang, Bloods and Crips are. No, he said that the gangs are similar. The gangs now are similar to the Black Panthers. That's what he said. Men are the big. Yes, they are. Doing a lot of throwing around buzzwords. Again, no critical thinking. It's okay. It's very emotional. Very emotional. No jive to no critical thinking, nothing. That's what happened when you spend your life trying to be Mr. Gangbang superstar. She's twisting my words around. She's twisting my words around. I'm not twisting your words around, boo. You don't have any words. You don't have any intelligent way of saying this. Yeah, you don't. No, and I don't think I want to do it. I don't play around with that type of stuff, Mr. Gangbanger man. I thought she was fine. It's cool. And means feeling power to the community when the world has power over them. It's a lot of stuff is psychological. A lot of stuff is psychological. A lot of, especially men, a lot of men are very, very, very emotional driven. So a lot of the stuff they're going to say comes out of emotions, not facts. He like, I'm going to send you some links. I'm going to send you some links. I'm going to send you some links. Because I said, you know what? Back up your claims that these gangs were helping. Oh, I don't have them. I don't have them. But do you have them? Like, come on, let's be real. Yes, yes. If I went to go see, yes, you would literally see gang people responsibility for this amount of murders of these years. Like, come on. But like, are you going to find that? No, you're not. You're going to find some YouTubes. That's what you're going to find. Men are logical. Men are more logical, not emotional. They say men are logical because they think anger is not an emotion. That's why I like charisma. I do. And oh yeah, okay, so look, I didn't even finish. So yeah, so again, the emotional thing, like the emotional thing. Mind you, you're still here. You're still on the live. You're still on the live. That in and itself is emotional. Like, if you were logical, like once I said something that would, like, just say pigs can fly. And then I'm like, pigs be flying, pigs really be flying. And you like, no, I can show you data that pigs aren't flying. And I'm sitting here talking about a blue flying pig that I saw. Like, logically, you're probably like, okay, this is not an intelligent conversation. Maybe I should exit because it's not something that I want to converse in. But to like sit here and like stay, that's emotional, babe. I like that is emotional. And you can be like, oh well, what is the psychological behind it? The psychological behind this is that this is my career, and I love my career, and I like connecting with the community that allows me to have this career. So that is the psychological response behind me doing this. But for you, that's very emotional. And so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even like your continued responses are emotional, they're not logical. You just yap it because you flustered. I'm not. I'm not. Um, it's not going to make me wrong. It's, yeah, like I'm still going to be right. So I don't have to be flustered. I'm really nice though. That's nice. That's nice for you. That you just yapping because you're flustered. Babe, this is how I talk. You could easily, why would I do that when you got the laugh jumping? Like, again, chestnut checkers, do you not understand this? No, they don't read books. They just, again, they sit on people's laps and try to argue about the history of the positives of gang life. What does your husband think of your opinion? I don't have a husband, and I don't care what he would think of my opinion. Again, you know what? That's why I'd be like, maybe why are you complaining? I'm not complaining. I'm telling you that you just responded emotionally. You're wrong because you're speaking out of a place of emotion. That's why I'm just telling you, because nothing you have said has like landed. Nothing you have said has said anything because you haven't said anything. Like, oh, were you twisting my words? You haven't said anything. All I was telling you that you were just emotional, and it's okay, babes. We love an emotional man. Put your feelings on the outside so we can help that. It's okay. If you had a husband, okay, well I don't, so I'm here. Like, what I don't understand. What would you think that I don't? So I'm here. Hi, hello, how are you? You're on the live. You're on the live. I'll be the most successful man in the world, period. I don't have an opinion made someone. I didn't know have an opinion. Yes, it does actually. A lot of our opinions come from emotions. You're not like, when you say that, when you talk about how you like a person, that comes from the emotions that you feel when you're with that person. So yes, this is no different. Did you get laid on New Year's? I did not. I did not get laid on New Year's. It's okay though. How many cats do you have? 9. I have 9 cats. If okay, I don't have a husband. So I got so I have the what you call you like if I don't have him. How many times you gonna say that? I don't have him. I mean, you are important. Oh Lord. Here we go with this. Here we go with this. Soon, you're not important enough. Motherfuckers getting now the anger is coming. At first it was just normal. It was normal, but now the anger, you not even that important. Exactly. You know when motherfuckers start saying shit like that, you know they mad. Like, let's be for real, you know they mad. Exactly. Mind you, you've been here for 30 minutes. You right, Pooh. I do. God do love us. I was sitting here joking about me, but as soon as you said you not important, I'm mad. Yes, babes. You You know what's so funny? It's a guy. I got another guy on like TikTok. On TikTok, so when I had posted the video, y'all, like this was like back in October. I had went to Maple and Ash. I had went to Maple and Ash, and to title it because again, sometimes you gotta invoke emotion. So I mean, I typed in $750 date, and so I guess that made him angry. So when I had got on live like a couple days later after I posted the video, he got on, and I don't know what the conversation was. I guess we were just talking about dates and something like that, and he brought up the Chicago Botanical Garden. And so I was like, I think I saw it, and I was like, no, that's like a broke date. He got so mad. He got so mad, so mad. He was like, oh, you just a girl from Dalton who would ever take you serious? You know how, like, y'all know how my chats be. Sometimes it might be a man up in there flirting. He was getting so angry. Any man that said anything, you think she is cute? This bitch from Dalton is still on the lab. And no, I'm not gonna block him. I'm sorry. Like, that might be immature. That might be immature logically, emotionally. It might be immature. But I'm like, I do not block people like that. Like, babes, you love it here. You love it here. And like every time, because I was on live the other day when I was down here. Because I'm at my people's house in Detroit. I'm not at home. So he got up on here, and y'all know they was talking about the walls. You in the prison walls. And then they was like, oh, that man you be with, he got you down here, he got you in a prison. They was just talking hellish shit. And then he was on there. Y'all, it's been this way for 2 months. Anytime I go live, and it's just like, you be like, oh, you're not important enough to make me emotional. But yet it's been 2 months and you still come back. It's been 2 months, you still come back. You come back, and then you'll be like, oh, I'm just watching. No, it don't work like that, boo. You're emotional. 2 months, yes, every time. And I go live, maybe, it's been a little light in the past, but I go live about 2 to 3 times a week. And I want to say 75% of them lives, he be on it, and he get mad every time. Because I said that one thing he didn't like. Like, you can't say somebody not important. And then, okay, so that was the core situation. But I deal with that a lot. Like, people, like, they'll follower. They'll be an active follower. And as soon as I say something they don't like, or, they just don't like me for some reason, they'll be like, oh, you're not important enough. Like, babes, you're in my house. You're in my life. At some point, you wanted to spend time with me. Time is the most precious gift that we have on this earth. You could be anywhere in the world. You could be doing anything. That's why, like, people are talking about content creators that don't engage. Like, no, I love every one of my followers because you chose to spend 2 minutes, a minute and a half, 4 minutes, whatever my videos are. You chose to spend that with me. And so when you get mad at me and you be like, oh, you're not important enough, do you not understand how contradictory that is? Do you not understand how contradictory that is? Clearly, he's still on your mind. Yes, I love him and I love you. I like, y'all don't understand. Like, I love him and I love you. You're like, oh, well, you could have stopped responding, babes. You had a great conversation. You had a great conversation of nothing. Like, the conversation topic was, men uphold this gang lifestyle. You did nothing but prove my point. You don't understand how big of an ego boost that is to me. Like, if you was to come, hit me with some facts or something like that, and I'd be like, damn, I shut the fuck up. You did nothing but prove the original point. That's all you did. You proved the original point. You validated my ego. You spent time with me out of your day. You could have been anywhere in the world. You spent time with me out of your day to validate exactly what I was saying. Like, babes, I just kept talking while you wowed it out. No, I've been sitting on this same dirty ass couch. What are you talking about? Like, and I engage my audience into actually in a very interesting discussion, because honestly, this is hurting our people. Like, I'm so for elevating my people. You did nothing but prove the point. People, like, I don't think you did what you think you did. You proved the point that y'all are upholding this life that has helped no one, not even you. Like, if he do it, love. But yes, like, when people be thinking they be proving me wrong and they don't, I just be like, yeah, I think you took me seriously. Oh, yes, this is another thing I'll say. So I see that you're that type of man. I was just reading something about those type of men, like the ones that, they just want to feel like they can get some type of energy out of you. Thank you. But one thing I love about being a content creator, all like most of my life is monetized. So you think that you're doing something like, oh, you took me seriously. No, babe, you were the thing. You were the customer. You were the customer. Yes, I'm going to take time out to speak to you. I just said I loved you. I just said I loved you. Like, don't ever think that you were like, oh, I got you talking. I love you, boo. You are my customer. You are a follower. You are a subscriber. Yes, I'm going to discuss it with you. And you were entertainment. Okay, boo. I'm happy. That's what I'm for. I'm an internet personality. That's what I'm for. I'm an internet personality. But it's okay, boo. I understand. Emotions, emotions, emotions. I think you the type to like not like women who debate your opinion. You're not saying nothing not already. As long as you know though, because it actually is a serious topic. It actually is a serious topic. Thank you. I love you. Do yes, I love you too. QJD. Come on, y'all got these weird ass names. Why do y'all? It's 2025. Y'all ain't got no YouTube name yet. Yes, I do love you. I love all of you guys. To laugh at. Look at his profile picture. It. I can't. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see his profile picture from my thing, and even when I click on it, I can't see it. All because I got you upset. Yeah, so it's like I think you feel like you got some energy. No, babes. You led the discussion. It's okay. You came and led the discussion. You didn't get anything out of me. Once somebody bring up another discussion, I'm going to talk about that. Before you talk, we were talking about Diddy. Now we're talking about gang life. Like, but whatever you did, thank you. Like, it's okay. I got 45 minutes of a rant. Thank you for that. Thank you. That mean the chat probably was a little dry then. It's okay. All I seen was Nikki. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. If you single, I need parts. Never mind. I don't love you no more. I thought this was supposed to be that. Man, been the same dragon this whole time. Yes, because you led the discussion of talking about nothing. You were wrong the whole time. You didn't have good conversation. It wasn't that good. Thank you for leading it. But you know how you go. You know how you got to do a discussion board. Thank you. You got a 70% C minus. Thanks, babe. You were wrong, except the part about you not being emotional. Like, that was the only part. Yes, thank you for that. I love you for that. When I was just talking to talk. What'd be so funny? This is like the emotional part, because I guess they feel like they refuse to like lose, because first he the gang discussion didn't work, so he's like, well, I got you riled up. Okay, babe. Yeah, I know. They like, oh, I did this. I did something. I did something. What they say? I'm leaving here with something. I'm leaving here with something. You know, niggas be like, they gon' I'm leaving here with something. Best Chinese food. I don't know. Sometimes, sometimes we be having types of food. We need to start like making a difference between like hood Chinese food and authentic Chinese food because I like both. I like both. Yeah. He's like, I'm leaving here with something. Denzel, motherfuckers was losing. You've been talking about me for 40 years, for 50 minutes now. And you spent 50 minutes with me. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Yes. Thank you. Like, you don't understand. You got the chat jumping. How many people was on here before? Don't understand this. Got a lot of thoughts going on inside their head. They need to get it out of their heads to explode. Is that why people feel like they gotta comment anything? So I just posted. Go to my Facebook page, Shanikky Eats. So the last thing I posted was a receipt. I went to the seafood bag place earlier, and I uploaded the receipt. The receipt was like $280. I said I'm gonna start a series of how much I spend as a food creator. I said I'm gonna start a series of how much I spend as a food creator. And somebody first fucking comment pissed me off already. Like you said, people got so many thoughts they gotta get it out or their head gonna explode. And so the first comment, oh, can we see the tip? Girl, go to fucking hell. Go to fucking hell. Like, you did not have to say that. You did not have to say that. It's hogging all the attention. He is just being. Have y'all ever seen? Let me see. I'm gonna see the perfect example of what he's doing. He like a kid. He like a kid that like he got the class in trouble. No, that was a good example because it's like first he was wrong, and then he don't want to admit he's wrong, so he trying to move it over to other stuff like, oh, you're giving me the energy, it's like a childlike emotional response like, oh, I feel like I lost that, but I wanted something. It's like a very childlike response. I read the psychology books. I'm not saying I'm a psychology major. Like, that's what he's doing. Like, it's given like like a 6-year-old, like, oh, I lost, like, now I feel bad, I'm going to keep talking, because how people that don't want to cut their losses, because again, he never said anything that could be backed by any type of logical data. So now it's, oh, you've been talking to me for 50 minutes, I must be important, something I said must have been true. So yeah. And the thing was, he didn't check. He was wrong. The thing was, he didn't check. He was wrong. So it's just like, y'all, I deal with this all the time. It's be okay. I love them. And then what's so funny? Again, when you do this, they always come back. Like, they always come back. Somebody, what is his name? The other foodie in Chicago. I just did a video with him. What the fuck is his name? The one that's on the Pizza Run. He had a good point yesterday. He had a video and he was talking about how important trolls are to the content community ecosystem. Like, at the end of the day, like, yes, they are annoying, but you need a couple trolls, you need a couple haters, and you need a lot of supportive community. You need a lot of supportive community. But as much as we hate trolls and the haters and all that, you need a couple. Like, everybody is important. Like the human body, you be thinking, oh no, like, I need, even though you think this probably the most irrelevant finger, if you didn't have that finger, you would be, you would feel a little incomplete. We need the trolls, like, especially like on the lives and stuff, to keep it coming, keep people watching and keep people reading. You need those type of people. You need they forward the discussions. You need all of that for free. Yes, and they do it for free. No, I don't even know. See? Do he see? But look, when I say it, they don't want to admit it. I'm like he's like, oh, I didn't even know you until this troll. Now I know about you. Do you see? It's all the ecosystem. It's all the ecosystem. It's all the ecosystem. Like, we need these people. You are important. telling you, you are important. Like, you like, oh, I got you 50 minutes. Thank you. You welcome. No, babes, it wasn't funny. You was mad. You were mad, and now you can't keep talking. But it's okay. As long as I entertained you. My hair is two different colors. What's the two different colors? Mm-mm. They they got this shit. They got the shit bumping, bumping. I want a spicy bowl. I want a spicy bowl. The girl who do the spicy bowls in Chicago, she coming to Chicago. She's coming. She said she's coming to Chicago Saturday, and I'll finally be back. So I'm going to try to get a spicy bowl. I'm gonna try to get a spicy bowl on Saturday and do a video. That's gonna be my whole Saturday move, is to get a spicy bowl. And she posted this. She posted this 9 hours ago. I'm just gonna follow her. I'm gonna just follow her, so I can get updates. I might be a troll, but bro, that's so funny. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bumpy grind. Man, times have truly changed. With consent and preferably born before 1996. No pizza puffs, wings, and now sauce. No, okay, but y'all, I'm in Detroit, and so yes, when I went out to a Japanese whiskey bar in a Japanese place, and let me tell you, so we went to a Japanese whiskey bar. We had a couple drinks there, and then we went next door. It's called Hero Sign. I think I had the motherfucking nastiest motherfucking. I had sea urchin, whatever the fuck it is. The shit was so fucking disgusting, so fucking disgusting. I almost spit the shit out. Like, so mad, so nasty. But besides that, you said I do. I eat other stuff besides pizza. You know what's so funny? People, I was like, oh my God, that's all you be posting is the wings and the pizza. And one thing I've learned about algorithms, because again, I like to read, I like to learn new stuff like that. It's like, even if you feel like you that type of person, like you saying I only post it, Say you didn't follow me and that's all you see me post. That is a clear indication, like even the people that you follow, that is what they are interacting with, which is my content. So again, people be wondering like, why do stuff come up on their timeline and they swear they're not interested? Maybe you aren't interested, but you know what? Who's interested? The people that you mess with the most. Because a lot of times when it comes to algorithms, even on all these platforms, the stuff that your friends interact with, they'll show you. They'll show you. And what do people always say? You know, you are who you hang around with. So when people always like trying to say like, oh, you just be uploading this and this, like, no, I had posts about other stuff that wasn't chicken. You just didn't watch it. Do you like sushi? Do you like whiskey? Do you like sake? I do got dandruff. Looks like a giant COVID virus cell. I had it when I was in Japan. I had it very, very fresh. Like I went to a Michelin star. I went to a Michelin star sushi restaurant, and I had like an omakase. I had an omakase Michelin star dinner, and I had sea urchin or urchin, whatever the fuck it is. I had it, and I had it fresh, and it was pretty good. It was very like very soft, very melty. It was a lot like that. And I had this shit yesterday in Detroit. She was fucking disgusting. I was so mad. Like when I make the video, and I don't even, you know, that they say like foodies are not supposed to use the word nasty. Like that's like a little thing in the foodie community. Like you're not supposed to say things are nasty because that's not providing any insight. Like what does it taste like? It tastes like, you know how y'all, I said the chitlins taste like shit, and people like, oh, how do you know what shit tastes like? Well, this is what I imagine motherfucking shit tastes like. I ain't never had no shit, but this is what I imagine shit tastes like. That's what it fucking tasted like. Shit. Don't know how, but Cook County dirty. Are you thick? Because that would save you. And that one piece of sushi was $20. I paid $20. Well, I didn't pay. He paid, but $20 to eat shit. See shit. See shit. That's what it should be called. And only that one. Like it was so disgusting. I had the nigiri. I had a nigiri piece of sea urchin sushi. It was $20, and it was so nasty. She in the basement talking about seafood. It was a place. It was downtown. It was right across the street. It was right across the street. It was downtown Detroit. It's called Hiro San, HIRO SAN. She in the basement talking about seafood. India's this. I was talking about sushi, actually. If we being correct, I was talking about sushi. I was on a date. When I was down here, when I was down on live, when I was down here on live on like you, not YouTube live. What am I man? TikTok live. TikTok live. I was on TikTok live, and they was like, not you in a prison cell, not you in a what you call it. My ex is from the west side of Detroit. Be having some ratchet restaurants though. Oh yeah. No, I mean the restaurant I went to was fine. It was literally that one piece of sushi. Like I was having a great experience at the restaurant. And that was like because we ordered appetizers. Well, we had drinks, and then we had drinks at the bar across from the hall. Because it's a place. It's like a whole bunch of restaurants in this one building. They got like 5 restaurants, and so we went to have drinks at the whiskey bar, and then we went across the hall to have dinner at the sushi. So we had the sushi. We had appetizer. We had gozas for appetizers. Japanese curry, and then I ordered a maki roll. Maki roll was and then I ordered some nigiri. So I ordered some nigiri. I ordered some fatty tuna because I had fatty tuna when I was in Japan. I had the fatty tuna. I also had sea urchin. So I was like, okay, let me see how this is goes against like the stuff that I had in Japan. Man, the fatty tuna was fine, but it did kind of feel bad, like it's paying $13 for a piece of fish when I got 6 pieces for like $10. But whatever, I'm not in Japan, I'm in America. And then I got the sea urchin one. Disgusting. Like, what the fuck is up with oyster shooters? Oh yeah, I had an oyster shooter at that place I was just telling y'all about. Like, at that place I was just Maki rolls are hella good. Yes, I had one with this one had salmon and crab leg. What did it say? Salmon and crab, I think. The Maki rolls. Urchin. I can't. Well, I don't know what they say, but yes, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. What's the best food in Chicago? Anything that's named the Shanikky at Sprouts. Do we? I don't do Chicago. Does Chicago have a Sprouts? Does Chicago have a Sprouts? The best sushi I had. Okay, I ain't gonna say the best sushi because the sushi in Japan was it was good. It was good. But I think I like American sushi. I mean, I would eat sushi if I was in Japan. I think the seafood is definitely fresher. I think the seafood is definitely fresher. But American sushi, I'm a ambassador. I'm not an ambassador, but I'm on like their PR list. I'm on the PR list for what the fuck is it called? I'm on the PR list for what y'all why y'all food creators don't like to collab. Please don't put me in the field of other food creators. Please don't put me in the field of other food creators. It's personally me. I think that a lot of food creators are mostly nice. It's just me, y'all. I don't be knowing what I be doing. I just be trying to get to the next day. I like sushi covered in fish eggs. That's what I had. They did have that cheap caviar on top, like the little orange ones, like the little orange ones. But what the fuck was I about to say? Um, I didn't forget what I was about to say. Oh yes, the best sushi I ever had. So y'all, I'm on the PR list for Mike's Hot Honey. So Mike's Hot Honey had a collab, and I want to say the one of the grocery stores that it was a collab with a sushi company, and it was like it's like the sushi that you get at the store. So fucking good. Smoked salmon, smoked salmon sushi, y'all. So freaking good. And then like the thing was you supposed to put it with the hot honey, the Mike's Hot Honey, because it was a collab between the sushi company and Mike's Hot Honey. Smoked salmon sushi with the hot honey and soy sauce. The best sushi I've had. The best sushi I've had outside of Japan all year. All year. And I want to say it was so funny because they got it delivered, hand delivered to my house. It was so funny because like the PR girl on the Mike's Hot Honey, she was texting me. She's like, yeah, you about to get a delivery to your door. They knocked on my door at like 2 o'clock. They was like, here you go. And they gave me 2 things of sushi, 2 packs of sushi with the Mike's Hot Honey. Oh, so good. I think I ate like half the pack. Because at first I was like, I'm not even that hungry. I'm like, I'm going to eat me a piece. Ate one piece. I think I ended up eating like 5 more pieces. It's pretty. Hey, y'all trying to speak. Do you ever? No, this is called live. I come to talk. Why would I stop? You know, only Americans use soy sauce. I don't believe that. Um, I don't believe that. Y'all just be lying. Like I just said, I went to Japan. I went to a Michelin star. I went to a Michelin star sushi, omakase sushi. And the first thing they do is give you the soy sauce. Like, why do y'all be lying? Like, it'd be so funny because I feel like a lot of people, I think America got like really, you know, it's cool to hate America. It's cool to hate America. And so a lot of people, they're going to use like propaganda, like, oh, you know, only Americans use that. And then it's like, if you're not that type of person, I fucks with America. I think they got their problems, but these other countries got just as many problems. So, you know, I fucks with America. They be doing some dumb shit too, though, sometimes. You know, America be doing some dumb shit. But I fucks with y'all. I fucks with us. I got a little patriotism, I guess. And so when y'all be trying to like spread propaganda, like, oh, only America. No, they don't. No, they don't. What the fuck are you doing in Asia? I just wanted to see what they was doing over there. Isn't that a tire shop? Babes, look at the history. I too wonder why you know what, actually it was I saw a deep dive about how Michelin tires got into the food business, and I want to say they said that, okay, so Michelin star started in America. Michelin star was started by a tire company, literally. Michelin star was started by a tire company, and they said like their motive was to get people driving more. Because if people know about these restaurants and they have to travel for them, how are they going to get there? Because it started back in what, like the 30s, the 40s, 50s, I don't fucking know. Again, how do you go get to a restaurant back in the day? You're going to drive there. What do you need to drive? Tires. I forgot how it all mixed in. That's what I heard. It was a TikTok video. This is not confirmed. I don't take information. I'm just telling you what I heard. But yes, go grease that scalp. I think I'm gonna just go get it redone. When you had that crap, I don't think I wanted to become a food content creator. Looks, it was, and it was so funny. People, you know what? Somebody from Bangkok was arguing. You know, it's always people, you know, they kind of, they kind of hate their country. They're like, yeah, her stuff ain't even that good. It's people that was doing it before her, and I just like, why do people have to hate so much? Like, why you just can't give credit where credit is due? They're like, she be scamming people. It's for tourists. I'm a tourist. Like, what the fuck? I don't live here. I'm okay. They was like, the crab omelet shouldn't be $45. Mind you, Thailand was cheap. Thailand isn't that cheap. Thailand isn't that cheap. So $45, yes, it probably was expensive. But I went to dinner. I think I went to dinner and I had got like 2 items and like a drink. And my dinner was like $30. So it's like, okay, yes, obviously that probably wouldn't happen in America. But let's not pretend like $30 ain't no money. I ain't rich. $30, okay, like, okay, I gotta pick out $30, and then they still tip out there. They still accept tips. So I think like when I finished, it was like $35 or something. It's like $35 what I picked. So I'm like, okay, a dinner in Bangkok was about $20-$30. So did I feel bad paying $45 for an omelet? Clearly she has some tax because she's famous. The restaurant is Michelin starred. Restaurant is Michelin starred. Like, obviously she's gonna have a little bit higher prices, but I did not feel cheated whatsoever. This lady was arguing me down, like, and it's like, I was like, dang, it was good. I don't care about the price. It was actually good. $30 is, yeah, like Thailand is affordable. Thailand is affordable, definitely affordable. But is it like, oh, yes, you can, they be like, I can get, yes, you can get food for $4, $5. Yes, you can get a meal for $6. But like, if you're in the tourist areas, which again, that's where I was, in the tourist areas, you gonna pay a little something something. No, I don't think I don't, besides that omelet, I don't think I spent that much for food in Bangkok. But it definitely wasn't like, no, oh, I was eating for $3 every day. Like my smoothie, I was getting fruit and smoothie. The fruit was like $2 and the smoothie was like $5. So I'm like, hey, that's $8 a day. Like, yes, and yes, I do will say I got a lot of fruit, but hey, $8 is still $8. And the price can be expensive sometimes, but if you're a Vegas tourist town, right? 30 is a full tank. I love you too. Thank you. No, I'm not in Asia, but I was just talking about I had some sushi. I was talking about I had some sushi the other day, and I was comparing it to the sushi that I had in Japan. I went to Japan. I went to Asia back in April, the end of April, the beginning of May. I went to Japan. I did a 2-week trip to Japan and Thailand. Speaking of trip, I like to take my solo trip once a year, and I really, really want to go to Europe this year, but I don't know why I'm taking I don't know why I'm like not progressing forward in the trip. It's because like the days are funny. I'm trying to figure out what days can I go. I want to go to Japan so bad. You know what's so Japan is so accessible. Like I did not know that like most of the major cities have direct flights. That's one thing I love. Like if you ever want to go to Japan and people like, oh, I don't like flying long. Yes, it's a long flight, but at least it's one flight. I will say that at least it's one flight. So next year I want to take a solo trip to, I mean, I don't really, people, I was like, oh, I want to take a solo trip. Of course I would prefer that somebody come, but people don't be want to do what I want to do. And I'm not waiting on other people to live my life. I'm not waiting on other people to live my life. So yes, I want to go to Europe. And I said I was going to Europe in 2026. So I'm trying to make it happen. So the first time, y'all have to understand, please do not tell me what countries are better. The first time I want to go to Europe, I want to go to London, Paris, and Greece. Those are the places I want to go to. We all black once you turn the light on. I really want to go to Detroit. And you know what, I truly do like. And one thing I feel like when you go places, you know, a lot of people don't talk about this. A lot of people, a lot of women don't talk about this. But like when you go to places solo, yes, I do think that you can have a really really great time. But part of that time, low key, is feeling like you couldn't see everything. One, because maybe, I mean, obviously I'm poor, so I was limited on stuff I can do then. But two, like when you a solo traveler, it just becomes so much work. Like it just becomes so much work to do everything. Like you just don't have no help. You do kind of miss out on things. You do kind of miss out on things when you're a solo traveler. Like it's hard to explain. But yes, so like when I say I want to do my solo trip, I just assume I'm gonna do a solo because I don't have anybody who be saying they want to go to these places. So that's not gonna stop me from going. Not gonna stop me. But yes, I want to go to Paris, London, and Greece this summer. That's where I want to go. I'll go with you. Thank you, Pooh. Oh my bad. I grew up on paper food stamps. I never seen paper food stamps. People, I see them on movies and stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, people used to have like somebody. They tell me they like. I remember that. I've never seen a paper food stamp. I'm gonna ask what you call it. I'm so scared to try, but I want to try. I heard they freaky as hell to buy. Okay, I'm happy you said that. Is they freaky as hell to buy? I have no idea. When I went to Dubai, I was there for 2 days, and they were really normal people. So I don't know. And people be like, "Oh yeah, they be paying." I'm not in that. Look what people call me. They called me monkeys. You think they wanted to fuck with me in Dubai? So I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. But I made this thread earlier, and I was like, y'all know the reason we can't. I really talk about black cinema, but now you know what? Sometimes y'all be right when y'all be like, oh, you making everything about color, because a lot of people are annoying, not just like how as it pertains to black people. So I will say I was wrong when I say that, because low key we can't have no great cinema no more. But I was particularly talking about black cinema. So when my example was, do y'all remember the movie Baps? Do y'all remember the movie Baps? So you remember, it was the ladies doing the hair and stuff like that, and then they wanted to go, be famous. So what did they do? They went to LA to audition, didn't get in, but they found the white man. Y'all know the base of the movie, blah 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 blah. And so I was like, we could never have a movie that great, because like the commentary around it, it's like people pretend. Okay, yes, no cinema should not be made on the thoughts of the commentary around it, but you do have to take that in consideration, especially like, again, I'm a business, I have a business degree. So the rule of thumb is nobody goes into business to not make money. So like when you have like negative commentary around something, like yes, you can make it, but you also got to think about your profit lines and stuff like that. So I'm like, we could never have great cinema, because we as people, and I've heard this and I believe it myself because I'm this way, it's like black people, especially black women, we are hyper realistic. We just really hyper realistic. And I don't know if it comes from trauma or what, but we are like hyper realistic. Like nothing can be unless it's like obviously, clearly like 100% fake, like, Marvel movies, obviously those are superheroes. Obviously we can somehow turn our brains off for that. But when it comes to anything else, we are just hyper realistic, like to the point where we can't see like the art and stuff. So the movie Babs, that was a great movie. But imagine if Babs came out today. Imagine if Babs came out today. Do you know what the fuck people were saying? Because she talked about Dubai. And I'm like, do you know how many people would be talking about, yeah, these bitches, because they did hair. These bitches that do hair, they willing to go fuck on a white man for some money. That'd be the men. Women, oh no, I could never go tap dance for what, like it could never been a great movie. It could never be a great movie. Like, it's just like the stuff that we have to say about every single thing, because we didn't appreciate the art. Because at the end of the day, the movie is about these women trying to better their lives and, trying to focus on themselves. They got into a bad situation, they wanted to help the man. Motherfuckers not gonna see it like that. Motherfuckers not gonna see it like that. You know it. That first TikTok video. Did y'all hear about this new movie called Baps? These women went to go live with a white man. And I was just like, man, we can't have no great movies no more. We can't have no great movies no more. What's another great movie that could never. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my. I watched that. I want to say, was it this past year? Was it 2025? I watched it recently, like within the last 2 years. I went to the actually went to the theaters to see that. I went to the theaters to see that. But bro, top 10 movie. They could never. Well, come on, like, okay, that was extra. They could never bring down the house. What, like, set it off? Set it off. They might be able to get away with, like, if they was to do a set it off in today to 2026. I ain't talking about 2026 with the, with the TikToks and the reviews and stuff and the commentary. Set it off, maybe, only because it's a lot of, it's like a lot of unspoken things, like that people really do agree with, like women empowerment and stuff like that. But so maybe that. But when it just be like, oh, cutesy little stuff, ditzy women being ditzy, especially black women being ditzy and stuff like that, because that's what they were. They were like ditzy kind of airheads, but funny at the same time. You could never. What did I spill on my shirt? Oh, what is that? I don't know. Roll Bounce. You know what's so funny? I never watched Roll Bounce. Don't take my black card. Don't take my Chicago card. Do not take my black card. I know you had injuries. What happened back in the day? I don't know. I probably was lifted wrong. I don't think that lottery ticket, I feel like, could make it. I feel it. If they did it right, if they was to do it right, obviously it couldn't be the same movie. But if they was to do it, lottery ticket it's 50-50. I'm broke, nigga. I could see that line being like a TikTok sound. Bitch about anything that doesn't stop the artist from making what they want. Yes, that's what I was saying. And I think, but everything now is about money. Capitalism always been around, but let's be real, it's rampant now. So it's like, to the point where it's making movies, movies cost millions of dollars. If you feel like you can't turn a profit because the core audience is going to have like just this type of commentary about it, trying to make it real, like, are you going to make the movie? Probably not. Some filmmakers still do it. Like, I'm trying to think, what was the last good one they did was with Keke Palmer. It's basically like a women's version of Friday. What is it called? Out, the one that Keke Palmer and a singer girl, when they trying to get their rent money. That was more like a Friday. And did you hear what all the girlies had to say? Oh, I couldn't stand her. She was so stupid. Yes, she was stupid. That was the point. The point was that she was a stupid hoe. Duh. That was supposed to be funny. Now, I don't find anything funny about that. God damn, Miss Serious. Summer Walker. No, it wasn't Summer Walker. It was the other girl. Want to be with Kendrick. Keke Palmer and what you call it? But yeah, because again, SZA. It was Keke Palmer and SZA. So that was like one of the last. I guess it's like a new age slapstick comedy. That's what you would call it. We can't have movies like that. They had that movie and bitches didn't do shit but talk about it. And it was a great movie. It was a great movie. It was such a great movie. It was a good movie. Sent $100. Thank you. Okay. Happy New Year. It was good. I like to watch back. Like to watch it back. Like it's a Friday. I thought it was positive shit for women. I really liked it. But I remember like the at least the commentary I was looking at. Like I was seeing. Maybe that's just my algorithm is negative commentary. It was man. They was sitting there trashing that movie. They was sitting there trashing that movie. And I was just like, okay, is it a Oscar worthy movie? Probably not, but it was a good key. But In Living Color was way better. I never watched In Living Color. I did not watch In Living Color or Saturday Night Live. Like I don't think I probably watched one episode of In Living Color. I don't know. Y'all gotta understand, like, sometimes you'll be too far removed from stuff. In Living Color was what, like 90, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. By the time I was of age, that was the 2000s. It was already 20, it was already kind of old then in the early 2000s. By the time I got of any of age, the show was like 20, 30 years, and I just could not relate to it. Um, yeah, I just couldn't really relate to it. Play some shit right quick, real quick. Can we go eat together? What you want to eat with me? I'm 32, so I was born in 93. So you saying you was born in 89, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, as a person who was 93, because let's be real, I was born in 93. By the time I was to watch anything, what I would have been, it would have been 2000, 2001. I would have been 7, 8, like I remember when I was 4 or 5. So by the time I was like of age to watch In Living Color, what, I would have been 11. So that's 2005. But In Living Color shit was already off the air for 15 years by then. I just couldn't get it together. Though, don't know why the hell I watched. You thought In Living Color? People speak so positively of it. I will say I should watch some episodes now. I will say I should watch some episodes now of In Living Color. Just to say I did. Cause like I always see like skits and stuff, but I'm like, okay, what was the point? It was like skit comedy, right? Skit comedy. And maybe it is funny. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch it. So it could be good. I could be missing out. I could be missing out a lot. A lot. When is your birthday? February 1st. If anybody wants to give me anything, I gotta actually plan out my content for my birthday, because y'all know my birthday is the first day of Black History Month. Class shows that pioneer Black TV. It is, and that's why that's why I'm like, maybe I do need to go back and watch it. Maybe I do need to go back and watch it. I really did like Different World. I love the positivity that we had in Black TV show, or just like the raw comedy. Everything. No, we all talk about, oh, we need positivity. Everything ain't gonna be positivity. Some shit just gonna be fucking funny. Some shit just gonna be fucking funny. I feel like as long as it's not actively hurting anybody, like it's okay. Like, cause I'm trying to think, was Martin's one of my favorite sitcoms. It actually probably is one of my favorite sitcoms. I'm like, was that positivity? He was low key kind of negative. You know how to be like, oh yes, you know how they always be trashing Martin, because they was like, he hated dark skinned women. He would always talk about Pam, which is so funny, because I'm like, if you watch the show, they both talked about each other. Cause it's like, you know how me and I always be like, oh yeah, women don't want to take accountability for the stuff that they be saying. Like, first of all, she used to sit and call him short all the time. But I don't, and I know they'd be like, oh, he used to always talk about Pam because she was dark skinned. You know, it was like the dark skin versus light skin wars that people are talking about. Girl, go to hell. If I was a man and a woman constantly calling me short, yes, I'm finna talk about her. I'm sorry. I don't care about none of that light skin, dark skin stuff. If I was a man and you constantly calling me short, I'm going to talk about you. And Pam did that. It wasn't like, yes, he picked on her, but they picked on each other. They picked on each other. Thank you, Yards. Yard, thank you. I But apparently people think I look like I'm in their early 20s. So you 35, it's okay. I'm watching Mark right now. That's crazy. February 1st. Birthday March 17th. My best friend, his birthday is March 17th as well. And it's so funny because one of my college friends' birthday is, and I ain't lying, it's March 18th. Both of their birthdays are March 18th. Mine is March 2nd. Pisces, y'all was almost great. Y'all was almost Aquariuses. Is that a word? Aquariuses. Are you from Chicago? That's why you ate the Chicago pizza. What is the Chicago pizza? And yes, I'm from Chicago. Well, I'm from the suburbs. I've been living in Chicago more than half my life though. So they say Chicago had the best pizza. That can't be true. The only way to know for sure is to try it yourself. So you got to come. You got to come to Chicago. You got to watch my videos. You got to come to my Chicago, taste the pizza, and you got to answer that for yourself. July 7th. Why do I know somebody who knows things? 7-7. To catch a live, I love it. Thank you. Are you GD or BD? Oh baby, I don't know nothing about that. I like to show. I like to show. Oh, what was that? What was the name of that show? You talking about the one with Steve Harvey? That was the Steve Harvey show. That's honestly, that's the only reason I remember Cedric. Can you come back to Michigan? I didn't leave. I'm in Michigan right now. I'm in Michigan right now. Thank you. She Vice Lord. Is GD and BD is Vice Lord, is that not under, is that, I thought that was underneath one of the gangs. I don't know the hierarchy. I thought the Vice Lords was under like the BDs or the GDs. I thought they was like a subset of subsidiary gang. Is that not how that works? I'll come out there. I'm gonna get to see you if I can. Well, I guess you ain't coming in. And you know what I always thought? I thought when people say vice lords, I thought that was like a Hispanic thing. I didn't know black people were vice lords. I don't, but again, I don't follow that. That's just, I live in Chicago. My brothers, I think they thought they was something. Chicago pizza is deep dish. I, baby, don't ask me nothing. I don't know. Don't ask me nothing about pizza. Y'all know I say the Chicago people get they titties in a bit. They titties in a bit about fucking pizza. Yes, I'm in Detroit. About pizza. Is Chicago pizza deep dish? I don't eat deep dish, so I don't know. But I don't like saying that because people really do like deep dish. Don't let nobody lie to you. Don't let nobody lie to you. If you people like, oh no, we don't eat. Yes, they do. They eat deep dish. I don't eat deep dish personally. I'm Shanikky. Don't ask me about Chicago. Don't look at my sweater. I'm just Shanikky. I'm Shanikky and I don't eat deep dish. So if you looking for some deep dish, I can't point you in any direction. I can't point you in any direction. What's your favorite food in Detroit? Please don't say Coney Island. My favorite food is Bucharest. And people hate when I say that. They be like, oh my God, it's so many better shawarma spots. I don't fucking care. I like Bucharest. Why do people do that? They be like, oh, I just said I like Bucharest. My day was fine. But I don't know nothing about no deep dish. Chicago pizza to me is Italian Fiesta. Like, if I was like, people like, what pizza should I try? I'm going to tell them to try Italian Fiesta. If they don't like it, and if Chicago, I will say Chicago, Italian Fiesta do be inconsistent. I talk about Italian Fiesta all the fucking time. I talk about Italian Fiesta all the fucking time. And And people like, oh, you must be on their payroll. I literally say they ghetto as fuck. I literally say they be messing up pizzas. All I say is, if you do get a good one, that bitch is good. If you, I mean, and I'm gonna say 85% of the time, 80%, 20, they gonna fix your pizza right. But they gonna fuck up, especially if you go on a Friday or Saturday night. I'm gonna tell you that, especially if you go on a Friday, Saturday night, and it's late, you ain't getting no good pizza. But anyway, somebody asked me what pizza to try. I want to tell you them Italian Fiesta. If you don't like Italian Fiesta, if you don't, and you want to say, I will respect that. I will respect that. You like, okay, I tried Italian Fiesta, I got a sausage, I didn't like it. Okay, it's okay. Everybody not gonna like it. It's okay. It's okay. Why they gotta dip everything? Because we like flavor in Chicago. We like flavor, and it's hard to put flavor. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's hard, but yeah, what's wrong with that? We like flavor in Chicago. So Italian beef combo dip. Tisa is really just, it's basically a piece of bread with olive oil, tomato, mozzarella cheese. We like flavor. What's your favorite drink? Me personally, I love Japanese soda. I like water. I like a nice ginger ale though. I don't really drink juice anymore, so I'm not up on the juices. Sometimes I wish I was into juices because I always see those cranberry mixed juices and they be looking so good. But I try not to drink juice. Juice is like the worst thing for you. I like I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm lying. My favorite drink is a lemonade. I love a lemonade. That's why I love lemon drop so much. People don't know that about me. Like, lemonade has always been my thing. So to me, a lemon drop is literally like an alcoholic lemonade. That's why I love lemonade. I mean, lemon drop so much because I already love, like, people who know me know I love lemonade. My favorite lemonade back in the day used to be Country Time lemonade. I used to have bottles. I used to have bottles of that, and I would keep it in my room. I was like that person. I'm like, no, I'm not sharing this. Yes, I had siblings. I was not sharing that shit with them. All them Country Time lemonades was my lemonades. I used to keep them whole. I used to keep them whole things to myself. I love that. Lemonade is good. Best strawberry lemonade. Are you in? I'm in Detroit. Is is every topping on the menu? I wouldn't trust every topping. My friend said she was, it was the holiday time. She told me that her company had ordered Italian Fiesta for like the holiday party or whatever, or like like, because she's a teacher, so I think it was like their last day of work or something. And she said they ordered shrimp from Italian Fiesta, and I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't trust no shrimp from Italian Fiesta. The one thing you gotta understand about Chicago restaurants, this I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret about Chicago restaurants. And I assume it's all restaurants, but most of my experience is in Chicago restaurants. I'm surprised you still up. Well, I took a nap from 8 to 10 p.m. So it was a good nap too, because I went to get a seafood boil earlier and I came back. I had a seafood boil nap, baby. Thank you. Work forever. But so the thing is, they're going to sell, if you ask for something, they are going to sell it to you. They don't care if that shit is old. They don't care if that shit is old. So you got to think about it. This is why this is why like my content style is to tell you everything I ate. And it's like, if you go and get something different, I can't help you with that. Like, again, this is why, like, a lot of people, they be like, oh no, customer service. I only have 90 seconds to draw your attention. I only have 90 seconds. I really only got 5. But if we being real, like, most of my videos are between a minute and 2 minutes. I don't have that much time. I don't have that much time to sit there and tell you about the customer service. Because to fucking be honest, I don't think customer service is that fucking good. Most of the restaurants I go to are small mom and pop shops. They say, hello, can I get your order? I don't waste time. I don't waste my precious seconds talking about customer service, because this shit not a big deal to me, to be honest. Like, to be honest, I feel like a lot of people just want people to kiss their ass. So when they be like, oh, customer service, everything, you just want somebody to kiss your ass. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. But they will sell you some old shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They will sell you some old shit. That's like, when I order, I'm like, what is the stuff that is moving? Because the stuff that is moving, like, what is the popular items? What your customers are ordering? Because that's what they're gonna have fresh. That's what they're gonna prepare fresh. That's what they have fresh ingredients for. So that's why people be like, oh, I went to the restaurant you went to, and they gave me some old. I'm like, that don't sound right. Cause I'm like, they constantly selling this shit out. So and you saying you got some old, like how old can it be? Like, and I would assume like the customers before you got it old too, and the customers after you. But anyway, they'll sell you some old shit. Basically, at the end of the day, don't go to the Italian Fiesta and get no shrimp. Cause have you ever seen an Italian Fiesta shrimp pizza? I heard it's good, but yeah. Yasa went up there, fish three went up there. Period. I was just talking about that. This shit was good as fuck. Now I'm sad that that was the only African restaurant I ate at in 2025, but that shit was good. I want to give you flowers. You got the best macaroni and cheese. How much you charge? Here when they take it too fucking long to get you your shit. Okay, yes, that's definitely a concern. That is definitely a concern. That is a valid concern. I too hate when people take too long to give me my shit. The last video I did, it took an hour. It took like an hour. It took like an hour and 20 minutes to get my food. I too hated that. I even posted that in the video. That's very frustrating. That's very, very frustrating. Thank you. They call me Jen. They call me Big Daddy. Ooh. Thank you for the $2. Whoever sent me $2. Can you tell me about the macaroni and cheese? What I'm gonna tell you? What I'm gonna tell you about? Do y'all sound the same? I don't know. What do macaroni and cheese? So because usually people just be playing games and stuff. That's crazy. You know what I always be saying, like when I okay, so a lot of obviously I'm just a girl. I spend a lot of my time on TikTok, so I do see the TikTok live, and people are always talking. And but I never see YouTube lives, and I've been wondering like, what do YouTube lives be like? I treat my lives just like who wants to see who sits there and watch people just play games or accent. Bitch, I'm hungry. Why are you making me wait 20 minutes? Look at the damn menu when I know what I want. Wait a minute. They call me St. Mary because my last name. Hold on, what happened? You said, or asking you what you want. Like, bitch, I'm hungry now. What happened? Can we start over? How old are you? What made you want to do food reviews? I'm 32. I just fell into it. But you know what? I always got a story. I just be like, okay. So look, a couple months ago, I said, do do we do we all secretly know our passion? I like watching gamers game. Oh, well, but I mean, yeah. Okay, so do we all secretly know our passion? Because look, so I was thinking, so like, okay, so one thing that really made me want to start doing food, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back to 2021 when Kitchen and Cocktails first opened. Kitchen and Cocktails first opened, and they had a whole bunch of people doing writing. This was before like TikTok was like really like people was really doing food reviews on TikTok. It was kind of like the beginning, like it's not the beginning of TikTok. It was like the beginning of that. It was like 2021, so people really weren't doing review. They was like posting long statuses on Facebook. They was saying Kitchen and Cocktails at first opened October 2021, and people was just going in. They like, yeah, the wait was long, the price. One thing I hate is when people like have a review and they talk about price. I don't like when they talk about price because you knew the price and you still ordered it. You knew the price, you knew what you were getting for the price, unless they were dishonest about what they were giving you. But anyway, I don't like that. But yeah, so they do. No, I was like, they really going in on this restaurant. They really want to go in. Let me go and try it. This was before I didn't even have TikTok till 2022. So this is before I ever even had a TikTok, and so So you asked me. So I'm like, yeah, I don't like how y'all be going because people are always over, they always overdo it on the black restaurants. And I hated that. I hated that. And no, I don't care. I'm not out to say to lie or say all black restaurants are positive. Some be pissing me the fuck off. Some be really pissing me the fuck off. And I try to tell you what pissed me off. But to sit there and kind of like, just make these really, really bad reviews. And so my thing was, I'd be like, why do y'all make these reviews for black restaurants? Have you never had a bad experience anywhere else? Like, and not even limited to restaurants. Motherfucker, don't you go to the store every day? You go to the store, you interact with, government officials or, like post office and stuff like that. And I never see y'all reviews on that. But let it be a black restaurant. Y'all always want to do a review. So that was another thing. So that was 2021. 2022, I was being a travel creator. I was a travel creator. Like, that's what I wanted to do. That is why I signed up for TikTok. It's because I wanted to be a travel creator. So I used to post a lot of travel stuff. But, this is the beginning. It was the pandemic. And I didn't have a job. I don't know how I thought I was going to be a travel creator with no job. So in the meantime, I would do cooking content. But every now and then, but as I, started posting on TikTok, this is this is 2022. So this is when you start seeing the uptick of like food reviews. And I was like, okay, they used to always talk about like the restaurants downtown and stuff like that. And I used to be like, okay, so why nobody is, not to say I was the first to do it, but in my head, this is the story that I'm telling myself. In my head, nobody was doing food reviews like for regular spots. Like, I started off with doing like Baba's and stuff like that. Baba's, that was literally my first ever food review was at Baba's. Like, I wanted to show what do we eat on a normal day? What does our people eat? Because people used to be like, like, okay, it's funny because a lot of people that come to Chicago, they low-key want to know what us eat. They don't want to know about them restaurants downtown. They don't want to know about the River North restaurant. They want to know what we eat. They want to know about the heroes and stuff like that. So I started doing those type of food reviews, and then, obviously one thing led to another. I still tried to continue with my tribal content, and I still do. I think now I have a good intersectionality of food and travel on my page now, 3 years later. But yes, it did take me time to figure out. But are you really traveling though? What time is it for you? 2:14. In space where we already have it here. Haven't, oh my God. Y'all, what's so funny? People always talk about people leave Chicago and they come right back, but I don't know. When I be meeting y'all on like social media, like how you said you left Chicago 20 years ago, or that wasn't 20 years ago, like a couple years, was it 18 years ago? Y'all be leaving. I'm like, dang, like even if I was to ever leave Chicago, I would still have to come back. I'm new to the chat. I can't. Hell, so I hear on Remus Chicken though. You could, yeah. But you love going live late. Well, shit, I be living my life. I'm sorry, I be living my life during the day. Y'all be talking about these influencers, baby. I be outside, living, touching the grass. Then I come back here and report it to y'all. I was busy today, but okay, so you got that story of like my little food content spiel. It was like something that was always in the back of my mind. Like, I always wanted to do something with social media, never knew how to do it. I used to hear back in the day like, oh, people make money from posting on Instagram, and I'm happy I finally learned. Okay, so look, this is my question to y'all. So, do we all secretly know our passion, but we never just think about it? Because look, let me tell y'all this. This is a story. When I was in college, I used to work in a cafeteria. Let me tell you this. I've been getting in trouble for my social media since social media was around. Back when I was in college, this is 2011. This would have been 2012. I used to work for a buffet. People don't know this, and I said I was gonna tell this story. On TikTok. I used to work for a buffet, and I was big on Twitter. I ain't gonna say I was big on Twitter. I was big, like I used to be on Twitter a lot. I just always talk shit. I always been a shit talker. Do you make money from a real job? Well, this month I'm probably going to net, not, it was a slow month because I was sick. Part of it, I had the flu, so I didn't get to work as much as I should have. But from my content, I'm going to net about $5,500. That's my real job. I don't know what your real job is, but yeah, I'm probably going to. That's what's going to enter my bank account. So it was a little slow month. It was a little slow, but when I was in college, I used to work for the cafeteria. I used to work for the. Am I interrupting you? Huh? Come for what? What time? I'm not. Okay. Well, I'm not sleepy. I'll be up. You need me to help? Okay, I can help. You think I'm gonna be sleepy? You can't. You gonna force me to go to sleep? Okay. I went to Grand Valley. So when I used to be on Twitter, I used to be talking shit. I used to be talking shit. I used been my Twitter got deleted. My Twitter got deleted for talking shit. Well deserved, to be honest. Well deserved. It needed to be deleted anyway. It was just God telling me. So I used to work for I used to work for the cafeteria at the school. One day I was on there talking shit, people, because people used to be talking about like shit and the thing, and I was like, yeah, the food be cold. Mind you, I worked there. And I can y'all don't understand how much I cannot stand cold food. Like that shit irritates the fuck out of me. I'm not married, but that shit irritates the fuck out of me, and it has been literally all my life. I do not like cold food, so I was on Twitter talking shit. Why they send them tweets to the head? Why they send them tweets to the head of the person that was in charge of the whole food against the whole university? Was like, I was talking about hot food because they used to take it serious, because again, everything is a business. Even though we think we was on a school campus, the school technically outsourced the food. They outsourced the food company, and so the way that they made money was students signed up for meal plans. But imagine if students not signed up for meal plans because the food options aren't good. They just paying their cash, or they going off campus or cooking. They can't make money. So people are always looking for improvements. That's why I never say like, oh, don't bash businesses. Find a way to tell them, or in my opinion, keep that energy the same. If you're gonna bash a black business, bash all businesses. That's my thing. But anyway, donate pay on the counter, and I would eat it an hour later. See, no, and so yeah, I was on Twitter talking shit. They sent them tweets. They sent them tweets to the head of the food department. Like my managers, I saw my managers looking at it. They couldn't tell me. But they basically, I didn't last that long after that. I didn't last that long after that. And it made me think like, okay, tell them the truth so they can make improvement. It made me think like, with like a couple of months ago, I'm like, man, have I always had a passion for like having an opinion on food? Mind you, this was 2012, and I was doing this shit. Like, I've been talking shit about the food received. I've been talking shit about it since back then, getting in trouble for it. That's why I think it's so funny. Like when people are like, oh no, you getting paid for it. I tell y'all all the time, like, do I take collabs with restaurants? Yes, I do. But am I lying? No, I don't give a fuck what you pay. I'm going to say the same thing. I work for that restaurant. I worked for the cafeteria in college. Still talking shit. Still talking shit. And still had to clock in the next day. I really don't care. Like, I'm going to say, like, oh, it's like, look at this. This grape is like one of the loose grapes. Oh, let me eat it. And oh, it was the greatest grape ever. No, what the fuck I look like doing that? Or you just opinionated food is where I went to cafeteria college too, but yeah. So it just made me think, what is your dream job? My dream job is the job I have now. I get paid to talk about food. I get paid to live a life and be a happy person and show you guys a normal, happy life. How do you feel about school? I think I love school. I didn't love school. I don't like going to it, but I think school is necessary. Yeah, it sounds like you just opinionating food is where you draw the line. Oh, well, now I make a living. Like I said, I'm broke a little month, but it's gonna pay the rent. I got some credit card bills because I spent a couple, spent some money on my credit cards for the thing. It's gonna pay all those. My credit card balance is gonna be at zero. My rent is gonna be paid, and then at the end of the month, I'll be in St. Bart's. So I don't know what a real job is, but you guys say I'm in a prison basement, but I'm still gonna. It's gonna be a good little time. I'll be in St. Bart's at the end of the month, off this fake job money, because I don't have a real job. I got a fake job. So the fake job money is going to pay for my trip to St. Bart's. So to cut to Maui, do I still have a choice? I've never been to Maui, but I would love to go. Food doesn't go bad because it's cold or hot though. It's because it's staying too long. I really don't give a fuck. I want hot food. If it's supposed to be hot, I want it hot. Come to LA. As long as you have fun, I don't really. It has to be the whole life. It can, but it's not a soul. When y'all be saying it, and I talked about this. I think I talked about this on my live the other day. Is one thing about it is to this day, like now that like creators are talking about like the brand deals and stuff are slowing down. I'm really really happy that I'm like somebody was just saying, oh I like that you engage on your live because I built an engaged community. As long as if for the foreseeable future, if this money just happens to stop coming, then maybe I will get a job. I still do have a degree. I do have a bachelor's degree in accounting with 10 years of accounting experience. So, babes, I'm good. But if the money was to ever stop coming, maybe I would get a job. But one thing that I'm happy that I did with my content was I never chased the money. I never chased the money, and that's probably because I had a job. I had a support system, and now that I don't have a regular, a regular 9 to 5. I do this, but I have cultivated a community that still allows me to live a decent life. I would love to have more money, but I don't have to. I didn't have one brand deal. I didn't have one brand deal this month, but just off the content that I have given to my community, they fucked with it. That's gonna pay my rent, my food. My birthday's at the end of the month. My hair will be done off that money. My trip, I'll be going to St. Bart's. Like, it's a good life. It's a good life. Yeah. I mean, do I? No, I don't ever want to change it. If I could say that, if I could do this for the rest of my life, I will. Like, if food hot is good, can't go bad. But people act like hot food can't go bad. I, I just want my food hot, please. I just want my food hot. How many stars do you give Southern Chicago? My food at Southern Chicago was good. If you saw my Facebook post, I don't have no video about Southern Chicago because I didn't record. My food was good. I'm sorry. I know y'all hype. Y'all people were so thirsty to hate Southern Chicago. I don't hate it. The food is actually good. People said they had bad experiences. I'm sorry, that didn't change the taste of my food. I know people like to say, oh, well, they make no, that person bad experience did not change the taste of my food. To the age where I have to warm my food up in the microwave more than 30 seconds at. Did you watch? So open it. Thank you. Barbecue plate hit the ground face down. You still eating it? It depends. It really be dependent how clean the floor is. That's if we be honest. Like, I'm in the basement. If a barbecue hit the floor right here, would I eat it? No. But in the kitchen, I probably would. If it's the ground, probably not. Let's see. And what else? Yeah, like the kitchen floor, even though that's probably still equally dirty, it's just acceptable places. Have you ever been to Al's Corned Beef? No. I had the corned beef from in Detroit the other day. I was hooked. See, can't miss. Yeah, you know I'm from Dalton. It's funny because isn't Sibley like Calumet City, Dalton, and then Harvey? Doesn't Sibley go through all of them? Sibley gang. Let me get that. Get what?